This is the land where light is crushed, a land where heroes fall. When the mists come for you, will you stray from your path? Will you kindle the embers of hope, or be lost to the darkness? As you stare into the void stares back and reaches out to clutch you. Your nightmares come to life and stalk your every step. Morality is as gray as the mists that always seem to surround you. Will your better sides prevail? Will you seek to aid the people of Barovia? Or will you succumb to the shadow that rules this land? After all, no one leaves Ravenloft entirely intact. Hello, everybody.
Hello.
Welcome to Character Player, where story is the real DM. We're artists by day and we're nerds by night. And tonight we're diving right back into Ravenloft. But before we do that, we got some announcements. So, Ricky Blayde Diaz, why don't you take it over here?
Yeah. Okay. Hi, everybody. Welcome back. Some quick announcements for us. We had a demystifying hit YouTube last weekend. It's demystifying recruiting new players, which our DM Justin is pretty dang good at. So he talks you guys through if you're trying to get new friends to play D&D for the first time. There's some great tips over there. So check that out on our YouTube page. We have a new episode of Playtest coming to us next Monday. So instead of Ravenloft, we have a Playtest episode where we're doing a one-shot that I'm going to be DMing, and we have some familiar faces for you guys and some new faces for you guys that'll be joining us. So make sure you come and join us for that and see what kind of one-shot adventure we're going to be doing. It's going to be a show. Yeah. Let me tell you, it's going to be quite the show, and I cannot wait to run it for you guys. We want to say a big thank you to all the sound effects and the music that we use here at Character Player. Big thank you to Syrinscape. Big thank you to SwordCoastSoundscapes. And a big thank you to David Kaiser Music for composing all of our awesome themes that we've been using. And then I think that's all we have for this week. Is all I can think of. Other than guys, follow us on our social medias. We post comedy reels. We post clips. We post tips. All kinds of stuff. You can find us on TikTok at Character Player, on Instagram at Character Player. And on Twitter at Character Play.
That's all. Catch us now before we get too egotistical about our TikTok fame.
Stop it. Just stop.
Let's get a latte.
Stop it. Let's go.
All right. Okay. Well, with all of that aside, let's dive back into Ravenloft, everyone. So, last we left off, our group of adventurers decided to make their way out to the Wizard of Wines to ensure wine for the Festival of the Blazing Sun, the Blue Water Inn, and to stay in the Burgomaster's good graces. After getting themselves some horses and setting on their way into the woods, they came across a dense fog. It was then that Havok noticed a body on the ground as well as 4 others hanging from ropes in the trees. These figures seemed to visually echo our party in a disconcerting way, and the group moved on after a brief discussion about what the cause of this could have been and if someone was sending a message to them. Afterwards, they came upon the cart Vasily von Holtz had mentioned and found a gruesome sight. Body parts littered the ground, and it appeared some sort of beast or monster decimated this carriage and those riding with it. They got the lockbox as well as some magical armor and made their way back on the road, eventually arriving at the Wizard of Wines. Before they could get closer, they were waved down by a figure near a grove of trees who revealed himself to be Davian Martikov, the owner of the Wizard of Wines and patriarch of the Martikov family. Davian told the players he and the rest of the family had been overrun by Druids who had taken up residence inside the winery. The adventurers agreed to make their way inside, past the hordes of twig and stick blights hiding in the orchards. Despite a good start, Havok fell to the ground, alerting the creatures, and the party made a mad dash to the winery. They eventually found their way inside and were able to retreat to the cellar as the blights charged in after them. They barricaded the door with wine barrels and held their breath, waiting to see if their defense was strong enough to keep the blights out. So this is where we will begin. You are all in a dimly lit cellar. Stacked up against the door are 2 barrels and a couple of boxes. You hear the sound of scratching, clawing at the door. It continues to grow louder and louder. What are you guys doing?
Crying.
I'm just kind of
Stiki bursts
staying
into
at the
tears.
door. I'm staying and just barricading that door as hard as I can.
Gotcha. So you guys see Stiki plop down on the ground, tears beginning to well as Havok is just holding up against this door.
Did we just go to a dead end here? Is there another way out? And I sort of go to the other side of the room to see if there's another door or another hallway.
Yeah, so you, as you make your way to the right, you do see that there is a stairway that leads up.
Oh, guys, we're not trapped in here. There's another way out this way.
Up is better than out, I suppose.
But I guess let me see if there's another door we can barricade in case this one goes through. So, yeah.
As you're doing that,
What is that?
Havok, you notice the scratching, the pushing starts to slow down, and that stops.
Guys. I
Yes.
I don't hear them anymore.
Well, I guess that means we should probably be quiet too.
Do you
Maybe
think
there's another way that they could get to us.
maybe you think they're going a different way?
Maybe they could. So that's why I think we should be quiet and careful.
Should I peek?
No,
I don't think that would be a good idea, Havok.
no. I think just let's go up these stairs, but very quietly. And
Should maybe like one of us go up the stairs and like look around the corner?
all right. Okay. Yeah, I guess
Stiki, would you like to be the one?
No, I don't. I don't want to. I'm okay. I'm okay right here. I think this is the safest spot. I'll just sit in the middle, and then you guys can be around me.
Who has the lightest feet here?
I'm pretty light on my feet. I can go. Yeah. All right. I won't go far. I'm just gonna go check up what's up there, and sort of quietly pad my way over to the stairs.
Okay.
Wait, before you go.
What?
May the light protect you, and I'm gonna cast resistance on him.
Okay. Go ahead and describe to us what this looks like, Havok.
So kind of Havok like reaches her hands onto Eric's shoulders, and this like blue kind of light kind of like shimmers down kind of her shoulders, like kind of like almost like going through the sutures of like the new breastplate armor that she had just bought, kind of like traveling down through her arms, and then kind of like pulses into, and you feel like you feel this surge of, okay, I can withstand maybe something I couldn't have withstood before, and you get a D4 added to any save for the next minute.
All right. Thanks. All right.
Good luck.
Yeah,
Don't die.
You too.
Why would you say that? Why would you say that to him?
I thought that was encouraging.
It's not encouraging.
Okay, then die? I don't know what.
No, that's worse. That's worse.
Okay, don't die.
I won't do either.
Good, that's a good plan. You won't do either? You'll die and not die?
Just stay alive, brother.
Yeah, I'm gonna do my best.
Oh God.
Don't do anything. Goodbye. And I go up the stairs.
Okay. Are you going up stealthily?
Yes.
All right. Go ahead and roll a stealth check for me.
Uh-huh. 10. The 10.
Even with the D4?
No, the D4 is for a save. That's if
Okay.
something tries to hit him while he goes up.
I have a +4. I rolled a 6.
If you'd like, you can scroll up on your map a little bit there, Aerith. I will place your guy where you're supposed to be.
I
So
don't
as you
see
make your
it.
way up these stairs.
I don't see the
Where's this
map.
map?
Oh, that's because I didn't put you guys over there.
Put me
But-
over there, DM.
Now you will.
There we are. Okay.
Oh, I'm all alone.
Right.
Let's stare.
Looking around as you get to the top of these stairs, you see a long hallway in front of you, maybe about 15 feet, with a set of double doors on the side, as well as a single door in front of you that's slightly ajar.
Double doors and a single door that is slightly ajar. Damn. Okay. I'm gonna be stealthy, more stealthy than I was, and go and peek at that door that's slightly ajar.
Okay. You make your way up to it, feeling fairly quiet. This is kind of old winery. You get the feeling of the wooden floorboards are just a bit creaky and against you as you make your way forward. But as you get to the door, you poke your head around to the side, and looking in, you see this is some kind of loading dock. You see parked in the loading dock is a wagon with 3 barrels set in braces on the bed. Above, you see some kind of raised wooden walkway that runs along the west, south, and east walls. You see a hole in the center of the ceiling. You see the wooden arm of a loading crane with ropes and hooks dangling from it.
And this is the single door, or is this a double door?
This is the single door.
Okay.
You also see an opening that leads back outside. It doesn't look like there's any doors in this loading dock area.
Okay,
Go ahead and make a perception check for me.
I can do that. It's gonna be an 18.
You faintly hear coming from above through that hole in the ceiling on like the second floor. Rudrak Forte.
Did any of these thick creatures speak? Is that what I heard?
The ones that
before?
were chasing you, you did not hear any voices of any kind.
And this is coming from the crane area. So
Yes, it looks like it's coming from the second floor.
side. Okay. Gotcha. Does it look like there's a way to climb up there from the dock?
From the dock itself, no. But as you passed by the stairs, you did see that there were more stairs heading up. So you could
Oh,
continue
in the
up
hallway
on,
I'm
up
in
on
right
the
now?
spiral. Yeah, you could continue up
Oh,
that spiral to go
okay.
further up.
Gotcha. Okay. I'm gonna stop my sleuthing.
Okay.
Yeah. Sleuth my way back.
Okay. As you're making your way back, the rest of you in the room are waiting for your ally. What about are there any other entrances to this room that we should maybe concern ourselves with?
Well, there's that one.
Right.
If only we had like a guide, like somebody that could have told us all of the entrances and exits. Sorry, a little bit about the young chap that didn't get to come.
You don't say.
Yeah, but wait. You asked one of the youngins to come?
Yeah, I did.
Oh,
I said,
that kid would be dead.
well,
That'd be a dead kid.
maybe.
He was knocked out by the flat of my blade.
That
He
would be
hit
a
you.
dead.
He hit you.
Right. But he was knocked out by
That
the
was
flat of
the
my
rule.
blade.
That was the rule.
He would have been dead from those creatures. I know you don't care about others' lives,
I do.
but I do.
I'm saying we have people that can, resuscitate.
But Newton, I think something to remember here is that people are looking at us to do things for them. I mean, as Ezra said, people are thinking we're heroes because it seems like we somehow are a little bit better at taking a hit than most people around here. Like there's something about us that's like not like them. You know, it's dangerous for them here. It's dangerous for us here.
Sorry, I don't want to interrupt this beautiful moment, but there is another set of stairs here. And at that point, Aerith, you're back down with the group.
So wait, there's 3 ways into this room? We're so screwed.
There is. Oh, yeah, that's not good. That's not good.
Should we could barricade it? There's more barrels.
Well, we could do that. I do want to say that I heard some chanting, some pretty guttural chanting up above. So there's some sort of spell business going on, and we should probably jump on that. I'm guessing it's one of the druids. So I say,
Fucking hell.
that's what we came for, right?
But remember,
No, I'm just.
remember, my eyes told me that we shouldn't try to like negotiate. The eyes said so.
Yeah.
Don't negotiate
Yeah,
with druids.
I don't know if all druids, but the eyes meant these druids specifically.
Yeah.
Yes,
this one's
these
not-
druids.
Did they say there were 2 or 3? 2?
Oh, I don't remember what they said.
I think 2 or 3.
Have we
That's right.
tried being their friends? That is
Well,
the thing we've tried.
we haven't tried that, but Havok pretty much found out from his god,
Deity.
guardian, entity, friend, that they're not going to be reasoned with.
Oh, cool. Cool.
I mean, maybe you flash them some of that
Not so
sticky
cool, but-
charm.
Haha.
No.
We can try that. That's an idea. Mm-hmm.
Wait, is that like a charm spell or something? You know a charm spell?
No, it's just me. It's just me.
I know some charming.
Anybody
no,
know
actually.
spell to like contain things in place?
No.
You mean?
Like lock people in a room? Is there?
It's above my magical pay grade.
Yeah, no. I have some stuff that can make people easier to sort of make them more susceptible to be hit by magic, so I'm definitely going to launch one of those at them as soon as I can. So if you guys are doing any spells or anything, they'll be more likely to work.
Havok, you're doing that thing where you move your lips but you don't actually say anything? It's quite odd.
No.
Oh, there you go.
So anyway, we should probably move fast to barricade that other place or move up quickly. There's another set of stairs where I heard the chanting coming from.
Wait. Didn't the family say something about like a staff
Yeah,
or something?
we want to go after whoever has
That if we-
staff.
Well, yeah, that the staff like does something. So if we just like, maybe if we just like really go hard at the staff, like it can just be all over. Like maybe.
Hopefully, I think it's a good idea for us to go up the stairs and take a little peek and find out if that one has the staff.
Wait. You want me to sneak?
Or
That did not go last time, and there was a silence, and I still fucked
okay,
up.
well, maybe you can at least go up these stairs, and then I'll sneak up the next set of stairs and check it out. Once you guys, know what's going on right there. Does that sound good?
Wait, do you want us to? Which one do you want us to check? The one you went up, or the other one?
No, the one that I already went up because I already know what's up there.
Of course. Well, I
But
think
if you
that
think we,
is a. You hear a slam against the door that you barricaded.
guys, I think we should go.
Another slam.
We gotta go. should go.
What?
We should
Does
go.
it sound different than the creepers?
You noticed the pushing before, the wine barrels were doing a pretty good job. With this first slam and the second one, they moved.
Oh, this is bad.
Ezra rushes up and slams his shoulder into the barrels, pushing him closed again.
I'll go and help him.
Okay, go ahead and roll strength check. I rolled one for Ezra already.
Barrels?
Strength, that's a 12.
Okay, with you and Ezra combined, you're able to push it back, close the door open just a crack, but you're able to push it back. You feel another slam, and this one hits you, Havok. You're feeling the struggle on holding this closed. What are you guys doing?
Stiki, help me grab another barrel. Let's bring some more stuff in front of the door.
I can't lift much, but
Everyone make a perception check.
21.
15.
Aerith, anyone with a 15 or higher, actually. You hear the sound of footsteps coming from the opposite stairs that you investigated, Aerith.
Like footsteps, okay.
Like a lot of stuff, like a lot of.
Oh,
Okay.
God.
Guys,
What do we do? What do we do?
from the other stairs. Is there a door at those stairs?
There's not a door, it's just an opening.
Guys, we just gotta go up. We gotta get this druid. Come on.
Okay.
Go.
All right.
Okay.
I run up the
Okay.
stairs where I came from.
Go on. All right, you guys moving at normal speed? You're not stealthing?
No, at this point.
No.
Okay.
Running.
You guys run upstairs, making your way to the top. Aerith, I'm assuming you're leading the group at this point? Okay,
Yes.
as you get to the top of the stairs, what are you doing?
Going up the next set of stairs.
Okay, you head up to the next level. As you do, you see another long hallway. As you start to round the corner, you see this opening, the second level of the loading dock. You also see a figure in a black cloak, tattered and dirty, holding out a dark, gnarled staff that seems to be smoking from the end of it. So smoke rising. And as he holds it out, kind of in the direction you guys are coming from, you see this wooden creature. It's like a humanoid almost, but made completely out of wood, start to form from the end of it and rise up about 5 feet tall.
I cast Bane on the three figures there.
Okay. Let's go
That's
ahead and roll initiative. You will get your Bane.
I love
He
my Bane.
banes. Oh, Bane. When he moves.
Oh my God.
He banes.
Guys, before we do that though, what order were you in? So I know Aerith was kind of leading the charge.
I'm always fourth.
Okay.
Sticky
Yes,
noped the fuck out, so
I think he's probably after, and then
I guess I'm the last.
okay. All right. We're gonna switch over to our battle map for the first time. Might take some adjusting, so bear with us, folks.
Fresh off the presses.
Yes, huge shout out to a Mr. Mark Kopitzke for putting this together for us today, folks.
Let me see this. I'm gonna hop over to Twitch so I can see it. I need to know. Oh, look at that.
Am I doing something wrong? I just see a black screen on Roll20.
You might have to scroll around on it or zoom
Yeah.
out for a moment because some of the areas you guys haven't explored, and so that spot is kind of dark. But
Yeah.
Oh,
No wonder.
I see.
yeah.
Okay.
All right, so we all rolled initiative, everyone.
Oh, yeah.
Forbid. Ham Stevens.
Ham Stevens. He's a ranger.
Newton casts disguise self.
For no reason other than to
be
him
Ham
again.
Stevens.
let his real self shine. Okay. Who got a 20 to 25?
Ooh,
Ezra got a 21.
Ezra with a 21, and Stiki, what was yours?
Rolled a natural 20.
Oh, okay.
Ooh.
So Stiki, you get advantage on your first round of attacks.
dude, we need it. We need this.
15 to 19.
I got a 19.
I also rolled a 19.
Okay. Who has the higher dexterity of you two?
I have a 14 dex.
Definitely not me.
Okay. So that would be.
Oh, wait. I have a 15.
Whoa.
I lied.
Look at you.
There you are.
All right. And then Havok, what did you get?
An 8. Everybody rolled higher than me.
Guys, Seth, can you scoot back a little bit in your camera?
I'm trying to get this map the right way.
Okay.
Sorry.
No, you're good. And then to your right when you get a chance, and then everyone else fine. All right. So with that, we are starting with I don't know, man. A natural 20 versus a 21. Let's start.
But
with
I shut off my Bane.
Well,
yeah,
yeah,
actually,
but
let's go. Let's resolve that first. Let's resolve Bane first.
So those are charisma saving throws.
Okay.
And the DC is 14.
All right. The first needle blight you see fails. The second one, you said 14.
That's 14 DC.
The second one also fails. The druid also fails. All three of them fail. So you cast this spell, kind of singing out a little tune towards them, and you guys see this interesting kind of shape-shifting magic course its way through them and almost infuse them momentarily as they kind of shake it off, but the effects are there. All right, with that, we're at the top of initiative. So Stiki, it is over to you. You see this needle blight standing in front of you about 20 feet away. What would you like to do?
Stiki casts Vicious Mockery.
Okay. What save is that?
Help.
Help save?
That is a wisdom saving throw.
Okay. And what do you say to mock this needle blight viciously?
Stiki says, you're mean because your mom probably didn't like you very, very much.
Okay.
With the D4, minus D4.
Yeah, minus the D4. Okay. That is a failure. So go ahead and roll damage as you see a tiny little leaf tear course out of the needle blight's eye.
You really hurt his pride.
Ah, you bully. Who cares?
What was that? 2 points of damage?
2.
Okay. You see, yes, this needle blight kind of scratch at its head momentarily, just shaking off the effects of whatever this is. Is there anything else you want to do on your turn, Stiki?
Yeah, Stiki goes, yeah, and then he takes a step back.
Okay. You step back a little bit down the stairs, and as Stiki steps away, Ezra notices Stiki pulling back, starts to pull around the corner and sees the needle blight, the druid, and the fellow needle blight. What is Ezra going to do?
Ezra steps up, looks at the druid, and looks kind of like does like a up and down, and goes, "Oh, darling, your wardrobe needs work," and throws Tasha's hideous whip. Cast Tasha's hideous whip. It's an intelligence saving throw for the druid. 14.
Okay.
Minus a D4.
Minus a D4. Let's see here. That fails.
So they take 12 points of psychic damage.
Jeez. Okay.
And during its next turn, or I guess until its next turn, it has to choose to take either an action, a bonus action, or move. It can only do one of those three for its next turn.
Gotcha.
And it can't take reactions until its next turn.
Okay. That is pretty good. All right. Is there anything else Ezra would like to do?
And then Ezra is going to kind of open up that hall, like so more people can file in.
Okay.
Kind of like we're all like bunched up. So are we able to move past each other or do it?
Yeah. There's enough space. It's a little bit crowded, but you're able to jostle your way through fairly easily enough.
Ezra would probably then take cover behind like that corner. where he's at.
Okay. All right. So as Ezra pulls back to the side, he glances over towards you, Newton, and says, "Would you like to join in on the fun?"
Immediately, Newton's eyes just like suddenly, like he just looks up and his eyes go black, and he's casting hex on the closest of the needle things.
Okay. So is that a wisdom saving throw?
I think it just happens.
Oh, you're right. Yeah. So you cast hex, and some of this kind of dark shadow energy begins to form around him.
Yeah. And I think that's all I can do right now. Because that is an ad. Let me just triple check here. Yeah, that's all I can do right now.
Okay. And you're going to stay on the stairs?
Yeah.
All right. As this kind of dark magic begins to form around the needle blight in front of you, Aerith, you feel that your opportunity is nigh. What would you like to do?
Oh my gosh. Oh man, we're really bunched up here.
I'm at the bottom of the stairs. What's going on?
Yeah.
What's happening up there?
I'd say you hear the sounds of battle going on, Havok.
Is there a doorway or something?
Yeah, looking
on the
up
left
ahead, it does appear to be a doorway on your left-hand side. Two doorways, actually. One closer to the needle blight and one a little bit further away, about 10 feet away.
5, 10, 15, 20. Okay, this could be really bad. I'm gonna cast. Well, first I'm gonna cast Blayde Ward, and so I sort of take up my hands and trace the sigil in the air, and then as I run through it, it sort of dissipates. I'm gonna run through it towards this door on the left, and try to go through
make
it.
a strength check for me. Strength or athletics, whichever you'd like.
It's going to be an 11.
You push at the door, but it's held fast. It seems like there's something blocking it.
Okay. Then I'm going to I'm going to run back and hide behind Stiki.
So Aerith runs up, hits in the door, runs back. You see the druid see the druid is like, does this guy think the door is the enemy?
It's wood. The lights are made of wood.
I was like, protect me.
All right. Well, with that, it is over to their turn. So this first needle blight is going to charge its way up towards you, and you went behind Stiki, yes?
Yeah.
Okay, so Stiki, it's going to charge up to you, and it's going to attack you with its claws. It reaches out to try to strike into you with an 18 or a 17 to hit. Oh wait, hold on. Minus a D4.
No, not a D. Is it a D4?
From attacks? Yeah.
Oh, it's us. Is that the one she hit with vicious mockery?
Yeah, you're right. So also disadvantage.
That's disadvantage too. Yeah.
Okay. And -4.
That's
damn.
A good save. That's a 0.
Guys, we're rocking.
It hits itself.
So you see it like kind of charge up, but like this is the one you saw just being formed as you guys made your way up the stairs. So it's almost like it doesn't quite know how to use its own limbs yet, and it's just and it kind of shakes it off, but it's still standing right in front of you and snarling. With that, the druid that can only take an action or one of those.
So it can
options,
it can do movement or action or bonus action.
It's going to go with movement. So you watch as the druid makes its way to this doorway on the right and pushes inside, and he is gone. All right, the other needle blight is going to make its way around, and it's going to fire over towards you again, Stiki. You watch as these needles just kind of shoot out from its hand in your direction.
Oh God.
That is a natural one. So instead, it's going to hit his buddy. And you watch as these needles that were kind of flying at you for a moment, the one in front of you, Stiki, lurches to the side. And as it does so, all of the needles that seem to be headed right towards your face instead hit into the back of this creature's head as it kind of stumbles forward for a moment. You push it off with your move. And with that, Havok, it is over to you.
Okay, I'm gonna try and how much space is between me and the top of the stairs? Like how much of my
it'll
movement
take
is
you? Yeah, it'll take you 20 feet.
20 feet of my movement. Okay, so I'll to rush up right next to Stiki. Can I be in the same space as that? Is that possible?
Yeah, I'll say if you do like a weapon attack, it would be a disadvantage since you guys are kind of straddling up against each other.
Real quick, as I'm like climbing up, I'm just like, what are we doing? Is it the staff person?
Yeah, it ran away, but there's plenty more up here.
Ran away? Okay, I hear ran away, and when I get up to the top and I don't see them, I'm going to cast as a bonus action Misty Step, and Misty Step in between myself, our Stiki and the twig blights, and between the two twig blights. Sorry, what was that?
Can you move your token to where you want to move?
Yeah. So I'll. Where is my token? Where are you? Oh, I'm under.
You might be down
Stiki.
a little bit on the page. Yeah.
Under Stiki. Okay, so then.
Oh, you're under Stiki.
Yeah. Shut up. Okay. So then.
I didn't mean. I literally just. Yeah.
Right.
I did not. I was just saying.
DM.
All right.
Romance.
So then
let's stop this.
I'll Misty Step 15 feet.
Okay. And you do see as you get closer there, Havok, that the door, not the one you're right next to, but the one above it, is open.
The one above it.
Yes.
Okay.
That would be this guy.
Okay, and I'll look in that room.
Okay. Looking inside, you see a long hallway, and at the end of the hallway, you do see a druid, that same figure that is trying to get in the door.
Okay. I will then use my action to dash and get right up to them.
Okay. You charge
chasing
right
them
up
down.
to this. Yeah, who suddenly turns and just snarls at you.
Right back.
All right. With that, we are back at the top. Over to you, Stiki. So you have this needle blight right in front of you. Just saw your friend Havok, maybe someone you're in love with, I don't know, charge down the hallway.
So is the druid still in front of me?
So you don't see the druid. The druid is gone. You do see this like wooden humanoid figure in front of you, this needle blight.
Cool. Can I just punch him with strength?
With strength?
Yeah.
Yeah. Go ahead and roll to hit. And how with the punch, do you add your strength modifier or your dex? I'd say strength.
It's the same.
Okay.
Oh, 18.
Yeah.
But Stiki screams before hitting him. He goes, ah! And then he punches him.
Okay. So I believe this is a 1d4, or is it just a 1 plus your strength modifier?
It's just one.
If you don't have unarmed strikes, it's just 1 plus your strength modifier.
Yeah. So it's just 1 plus your strength modifier.
Okay. I don't know what that means.
So what's your strength modifier?
Plus 4.
Okay, so you do 5 points of damage.
Plus 6. That's a 6.
Wow.
How do you want to do this?
Oh, geez.
In like the least heroic way possible.
Okay.
Like he has like snot coming out of his nose and like tears, and he's like, and then he goes ah, and then he just punches.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
You kind of like hit the nose. You're like looking away as you do it, but as you do, you feel a satisfying crack underneath your fist, and you watch as this thing's face just shatters and the whole body crumples to the ground into a pile of bark. And that one is Gonzo. Any movement you want to do, Stiki?
Stiki hops over the pile, like he skips over it. And he's like, oh no. And he like starts moving forward. He takes like 3 steps forward.
Okay.
Is that okay?
So you just go here?
Yes.
All right. And with that, it is over to Ezra. So Ezra, kind of hearing the commotion, the sounds of one of these things breaking down, pokes around and sees just one of them left. Druid nowhere in sight. What is he doing?
Sorry, I'm trying to find, my internet's slowing down. He's going to look at the pile of twigs in front of him. He's like, oh, it looks like things are falling apart for you. And he's going to cast a firebolt. He's got the quips tonight.
I like that you and I have turned Ezra into like the quip machine.
Yeah. And he's going to cast a firebolt at the other twig blight across the room.
Hey, roll the hit.
That is a 21 to hit.
Yeah, that'll do it.
And that is going to be 6. Does he add his spell modifier? I believe he does.
To a firebolt?
For damage? No.
To a firebolt?
Just a
No.
1d10. Yeah,
Okay.
Just a 1d10.
Okay,
No.
then that was 6 fire damage to this twig blight.
Okay. So this firebolt hits the creature right in the side. Go ahead and roll a d4 for me.
Okay. 1.
Okay. You see it kind of start to catch for a moment, but then fizzle out. Nearly caught though.
Rats.
Is there anything else Ezra wants to do?
Ezra, I think will, as there's only one of these things left, will start to follow Stiki kind of into the fray, kind of.
All right. Newton, you watch as Ezra sends this ball of fire from his hand and then continues further down the hallway. What would you like to do?
So the one that I cast Hex on is dead, correct?
I believe so, yeah. You cast up the first Needle Blight.
Okay, so I look to the next, to the new Needle Blight, and my eyes go black a second time because as a bonus action, I can move the Hex. Which I found out Hex is a bonus action, so I screwed that up.
Hindsight's 2020.
But we wouldn't have got the cool punch from Stiki.
That's true. That is true. And I'm frozen, everyone. But let's just keep going.
Yep.
So he just moves the Hex. And I will say this, Newton is fighting with a new resoluteness that he's never fought with before.
Okay.
Like he's definitely like there's something different as he's moving through space-time. And your frozen smile is like really funny right now.
I'm happy about it.
But he's gonna cast solemnly cast Eldritch Blast.
Okay.
He's gonna roll a 12 to hit.
That hits. Roll damage.
13 damage.
How do you want to do this?
Hell yeah.
He's just like boom, and we see the blue anime plasma expel, and just like the head's gone.
Okay, and as the head is gone for a moment, the body still moves forward and then crumples to the ground into a pile of bark as well. And with that, I'm going to end the stream here, guys. We're going to jump back on in a moment because you're all frozen on the stream.
Okay.
All right.
Oh no.
We'll be back, folks.
Done. It's a commercial break. Alrighty. Man, it's just me. Are we crushing this, guys? Knock on wood.
Hey, it's all about the debuffs. We're a debuff party.
That's true. We need the debuffs. The debuffs make a big difference.
Yeah.
For sure.
That was the first time Bane worked for me.
Heck yeah.
I was trying so hard to make it happen in the hag fight.
I think hags are super charismatic though. Like that's always like a kind of thing. But twig blights, I mean, how much good charisma could a bunch of sticks have? You know, and I don't think like for druids, like charisma is not usually one of their best stats. It's usually wisdom. But heck yeah, man, that started off like awesome, like bang, bang, bang. debuffs. Like
Yeah.
that was sick. Justin will be back shortly. Stiki, freaking just punching a dude out of existence. Just bah! It was like a fear punch though. Ah! It was just like one of those reflexive swings. It just crumples.
Like, oh shit.
It's like I just like punched something and it just crumbled, I'd be like, oh my god, I'm the strongest person alive. all the power.
Wow, I did that. Wow.
Wow.
I'm like Shy Guy.
Wow.
Oh.
Oh my goodness gracious.
Anybody watch the Elon Musk SNL stuff?
I hadn't, but I heard it was fascinating.
I have not. I've only seen one sketch, but I need to watch it.
What do you think of that one sketch?
I mean, he's not a good actor. He's a
Well,
horrible.
come
But
on.
It's just interesting to watch. It was a fascinating choice for a.
I think it's a smart choice for SNL.
Yeah.
It was an event.
Mm-hmm.
Right. Wow.
Wow.
Or the Owen Wilson. Wow. Wow.
Wow.
Wow. Like wow.
Oh yeah. That's the
Oh
Luigi.
yeah.
Oh,
yeah.
I was always a Luigi player.
You would be a Luigi player.
Yeah, because I couldn't afford a Nintendo, so I was always second player. My cousin.
Luigi players are all people who have a chip on their shoulder.
They're always second. They always come in second.
Yep.
And you're never going to be, better than Mario.
Mario, exactly.
Because you're always playing from behind,
Yep.
like you don't get to play as much.
I'd say my favorite character is Toad. Toad gets literally eaten. His head pops off and people eat him. Wow.
You think he's Portobello?
No, he's definitely a toadstool. He's a shiitake.
Oh, okay. That I believe.
Morel? No, he's a morel.
Shiitakes are Japanese, so that makes sense.
That makes sense. Let's not lie to ourselves. Toad's a truffle.
He is a gem of the mushrooms.
I love Toad. He's my favorite.
And the most royal.
I don't think so. I think that would be Princess Peach.
Mushrooms.
Of mushrooms.
Royal.
He's the king mushroom. That's true. He's the gold standard of mushrooms. All mushrooms aspire to be where Toad is. He's risen out of the ground to character status.
I always chose him in Mario Kart.
That's why I love him. He's the fastest. Yeah.
Yeah.
He's
the
good in
best.
Mario Tennis too. Don't be sleeping on Mario Tennis. Mario Tennis is.
Oh, dude, I
played
had
Mario
Mario
Tennis.
Tennis on
Yeah.
64 when I had
Yeah.
that game on 64 when I was younger. It's one of my favorites. It's great. It's a great game.
Remember that time we were playing Mario Tennis and I threw my shoulder out?
Yes, I do.
Wait, what was it on Wii or something? Or?
Yeah, so the
Oh,
Wii U.
okay.
Yeah.
No, it was on Switch.
On Switch, that's right.
And yeah, you hold the thing and then you do it.
Goodness.
I threw my shoulder out.
He has a
That's
weak
fun.
shoulder. His shoulder is like the cartilage in that shoulder is just like ah.
My shoulder blade.
All right, guys, we're gonna jump back in.
We'll talk later.
Okay. So that was Newton who just went. So it will be over to Aerith.
All right. Are we on? Are we on?
We are in just a moment. Sorry about that, folks. We are back, and what just happened is Newton came up and shot an eldritch blast at one of the needle blights. It's blowing its head off. It is now on the ground, completely out of it. And with that, it is over to Aerith. Aerith, what would you like to do?
I'm just going to be sort of in shock at seeing what Stiki did, and I'm going to sort of run up to Stiki and with both hands like, "That was amazing, Stiki!" And then sort of shuffle past it and to this door and peek in where we saw the druid leave.
Okay. As you peek inside the door, you do see Havok now face to face with this druid.
And I'm gonna shoot off dissonant whispers.
Okay.
At this druid, and I sort of concentrate for a moment and whisper to myself, and strangely the whispers get louder and louder and louder. Very intense stage whisper, and then rushes forward towards the druid. And that's going to be a wisdom saving throw, 14.
Oh, that fails.
Yeah! Oh my god! So great.
That minus D4 is killer.
Hell yeah.
3, 8, and so it's going to be 10 psychic damage.
Okay.
And must immediately use its reaction, if available, to move as far as its speed allows away from you.
Unfortunately, it does not have a reaction because of the spell cast. Although, does that fade after the druid's turn?
Yeah, it was that they do have a reaction now.
Okay. All right. So with that, then the druid is going to push into the next door.
And I will use my reaction to just like raise up and just pop them in the face with my mace. I rolled a dirty 20.
That hits. Roll damage.
For 3 plus 1, so that's gonna be 4 bludgeoning damage.
Okay. As you slam it into the back of the druid, like right into its face, you do see this kind of dark black blood begin to pour out of his nose as he pushes his way into this next room, just trying to move as far away as he can from you all. And as he makes his way to the other side, you hear and looking just through the door, which he left ajar, you see these plants begin to grow out of the ground. He casts a spell called Entangle. So that is going to be the druid's turn. With that, we are over to you, Havok.
So I can see into that room. Can I see where the druid is?
Looking in, you can see that the druid is just on the other side of the door, about to be pushing through.
Okay, and that's
kind of
where
green area. It looks like that's where the entanglement is.
Okay, what I'm going to do is I'm going to rush and follow, and I'm going to use another bonus action and cast my last second level spell and use another Misty Step.
Okay.
Misty Step across, right to the other side, right by it, and I'm going to try and grab the staff and yank it away from them.
Okay. You reach out for the staff. Go ahead and make a strength check against the druids.
Beautiful. Okay, that's a dirty 20 again.
Okay, the druid rolled pretty high too. You reach out for the staff, and as soon as you put your hands on it, Havok, you feel these little thorns pierce into your hands. It feels almost kind of spongy, except for these thorns that are poking into you, but you pull the staff and wrench it out of the druid's hands. What else are you doing?
I will then use my movement, my actual movement, to move around them and over to the other side of the room. 5, 10, 15, 20, and like across the table.
Yeah, you kind of roll your way over the table, avoiding these plants that have grown in this corner here. And that is your turn. All right, with that, we are back over to you, Stiki.
Stiki he starts like walking with bravado, and he skips. He skips and he's following Aerith.
Okay. You skip into the hallway. Once you get in there, by the way, I should have made the square a bit longer, so I'm making that the entangling plants. But you make your way into the hallway, Stiki. Once you get in there, you see that Aerith is kind of standing, looking in after Havok, who just darted in, just as you saw her. Kind of not even darted, but like dissipated in front of you, very much like Nightcrawler, and was gone. So what are you doing?
Aerith or Stiki?
That's Stiki. That was just your movement to get up there. So
Stiki. He pats Aerith on the head. Hello.
Hi. He went in there.
Well, then go. What are we waiting for?
I'm going as fast as I can.
I'm thinking about running at any second now. All right. With that, it is over to Ezra.
All right. Ezra is going to, let's see, kind of follow. I can't move Ezra's token.
Okay. I will do that for this round, and then I'll give you control.
Awesome.
30 would be here.
Okay. So yeah, Ezra's just gonna also move past them. Excuse me, sorry. And just kind of move and see the plants there. Is he able to like peek in the room and not step on the plants? Is that possible?
Oh, Ezra, if you can see, Ezra's not able to get all the way up to the room that you're in.
Okay. So that with that 30 feet from I thought that was
the
30 feet from the last round where I couldn't move him. That's fine.
Use your action.
I guess he'll just use his action to dash to like be closing in on this druid.
Okay. And I just gave you access to Ezra.
Okay,
now.
thank you.
Yeah.
So he'll use the rest of his movement to get to
So
there.
that's 20. You still have 10 feet if you'd like.
I don't think he's gonna want to move into that shit.
Okay.
Wait, he has a sword, right?
He does.
Sword.
Yeah.
Can he try and use his action? No, that was his action. Never mind. He's not gonna use the rest of his movement.
Okay.
To walk through there.
With that, it is over to Newton.
I'm going to sprint to catch up to everybody.
Okay. Charging your way around, that's 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30 would get you right about here.
But isn't sprinting 60? Just I don't need to do anything else.
Oh, I didn't know if you would use your, so you're using your action to move as well.
Yeah.
Okay, then you can get to, you could get to here if you liked. That's as far as you could get.
I'm just gonna get in that place between Ezra and Aerith.
Okay. You guys file into this hallway right after. With that, it is now over to you, Aerith.
Okay. All right. I'm gonna do it. I'm gonna run into the room through the entangled, or attempt to.
Okay.
And just like try to get right on this druid if I can.
As you charge through, trying to use your momentum to just push through these entangling vines, go ahead and make a strength saving throw.
Got it. And I still have resistance, right?
No, that only lasts for a minute.
Because he gave it to you when you first snuck up.
Okay. Well, here we go.
Sorry.
She gave it to you.
It's all good.
So is strength?
Strength saving throw, yeah.
Oh, that's no bonuses at all. That'd be a 15.
A 15 is just about what you needed. So you feel them kind of grasp at your ankles, your legs. You're going to kick your leg out, and you get right up next to this druid or on top of it.
Oh shit! I didn't think I was going to do that. And so I'm gonna like pull out my rapier, and like some vines have all encrusted around it, and sort of pull it out too far, and but use the momentum to try to stab him.
Yeah, go and roll the hit. This is Rapier.
Rapier.
Oh man,
it's Rapier.
Some of those vines must have grabbed my rapier. I was going through it. That's a 2.
Yeah, so as you
little, but yeah,
you're struggling to get through, and you're kind of feeling this rush. I mean, in the last, you remember that you were thinking about it earlier, the combat with the hags, and kind of nervous about what would happen here. And as things have been going surprisingly well, in this combat, you kind of get a little bit overexcited as you swing your rapier out. Your emotions kind of take control of you for the moment, and take a quick breath as you resettle yourself, recognizing that this battle is far from over. With that, we are over to the Druid. So looking around at you all now in the room, or at least you two, and kind of hearing the allies coming around the way, the Druid is just going to... Yeah, you watch as quickly it just kind of pats its chest, and this kind of wooden armor begins to grow across its skin. As it does that, it's going to turn and try and make its way out into the hallway once again. So, Aerith, you can take an opportunity. Yes.
Man. Oh, man. Oh, no. Okay, so that's going to be an 8?
An 8 misses, unfortunately. You strike it. This time you actually do hit with your rapier, but this new armor, this kind of magical enchantment, deflects it away. And with that, the Druid makes their way out into the hallway, going one direction or the other. All right. With that, it's over to you, Havok.
So I'm holding onto this staff, and you said like some thorns jammed into me. Am I able to like let go?
Well, funny thing about that, Havok.
So,
as you watch this Druid run off, and you are holding the staff in your hand, suddenly everything goes dark.
Okay. Like just like, am I unconscious, or am I still conscious and just like it's like blackness?
You feel yourself being pulled into the ground, roots pulling you under the earth. You're surrounded by cold, suffocating darkness, just nothing but dirt around you. You can't move, you can't breathe. You're suffocating. And suddenly you see this shadows, this hill appear out of the mists. Storm clouds overhead as lightning strikes down at the top of it. You see cairns and barrows at the bottom of this massive 400-foot hill. And suddenly you're at the top. You find yourself under the shade of a massive tree in a small grove. The dark, gnarled wood of this tree matches the staff that you're still holding in your hands. You see blood emanating from the trunk of this tree, splitting the bark apart. Dark blood begins to bubble up from underneath, and a pool of blood grows at your feet. As you stand there, vines reach out and pull at you closer into this tree, and you feel yourself starting to suffocate. And then you're back.
I immediately am going to try and snap this staff in half.
Okay.
Just like put it like to the corner and just stomp it.
Okay. Try and throw it to the ground. It does not leave your hand.
Okay. Oof. Okay, I'm gonna try and just break it from like just how I'm holding it.
Okay. Go ahead and make a strength check.
All right. 16 plus 1. I'm going to use my Cardic Inspiration on this one.
Okay.
A queen! So that's going to be 27.
Filled with rage and anger at whatever that just was. You just let out a massive roar as you rip this thing apart. And as you do so, dark blood begins to ooze from it, and you hear this horrible piercing scream that seems to emanate from the staff itself as the two ends that you have split apart begin to wither into smoke in your hands and dissipate.
I collapse to the ground, just like onto one knee, just completely drained.
Okay. With that, it is over to Stiki.
Okay. Stiki, do I fit like with everybody in that hallway?
Yeah, you can push your way through.
Cool.
Stiki, make a quick perception check for me.
Mm-hmm. Oh, an unnatural 20.
Okay. As you kind of hear Havok cry out, you also hear from behind you, down the hall where you all came from, the sound of something thudding into the ground. Many things, actually. You kind of poke your head back and you see that you guys were being pursued by needle blights and twig blights, but right now they're all on the ground, not moving.
Guys,
As you continue to look, you do see another one begin to emerge from the stairs. But the ones on the ground littering the hallway, they're not moving.
oh God. Okay. Stiki turns around and he puts his hands up and he starts like inching towards it like that.
Okay. So you start heading back out into the hallway. As you do, you also, I'd say with that roll, you hear the sound of more steps coming up the stairs.
He starts backing back up.
Put him up. Put him up.
Put him down. Put him down.
He backs up into the room. He's like, "Oh, guys, there's I think there's more. I think there's more."
Shut the door.
Okay. He does.
Okay. You pull the door closed. Anything else you're doing on your turn, Stiki? Any other movements? I'd say you only used like 5 feet of your movement there. So
lock it. Lock the door.
The door.
Okay, you lock it. And for some reason, you feel a moment of calm. Anything else you're doing, Stiki?
Oh, he puts his back against the door. He's like, I think we're fine. I think we're okay. Right,
okay.
Ezra? Aerith, we're okay? Havok, we're okay?
I don't think so.
I think we're safe. We're safe.
With that, it is over to Ezra.
Ezra takes out his short sword and he's going to try and chop his way through these plants.
Okay. Go ahead and roll. I guess just roll an attack.
Okay.
Yeah.
To hit?
Yeah.
Okay.
Really just the effectiveness of the hit. You're going to hit regardless, but
12?
12. Okay. I'd say with that, Ezra's somewhat able to clear maybe 5 feet of it. So there's still some more left in the area, but it's a little bit smaller.
Okay. I guess that after that, he'll just try and push his way through to the other side.
Okay.
See if he can make it.
Okay. Make a strength check or strength saving throw, I should say.
Strength saving throw. All right. What is his save? Okay. Ha! Natural 1.
Okay. So as Ezra tries to push through Aerith, instead, something catches Ezra's boot as he falls to the ground, his beautifully coiffed hair falling in front of his face. He kind of blows it out for a moment, and the vines begin to grab him and pull him down even tighter. He is now currently restrained.
Oh, no.
I'm gonna DM the rest of this as Borat, guys. All right. With that, it is over to Newton. That's not even a good Borat.
So Newton moves into the doorway and he Eldritch blasts the vine that's catching Ezra.
Okay. So looking at Ezra, it's not just like a single vine that's wrapped around. There's all of these kind of little vines on the ground. So it's more than one. You could attempt to help Ezra out maybe with like a strength check, but you get the sense that just shooting one Eldritch Blast probably wouldn't fix the situation.
Okay. I'm going to try to move through as well.
Okay.
Yeah, but that's not going to go well. Probably. Yeah, so I'm going to push through the vines, try to push through the vines to aid Ezra.
Okay. Go ahead and make a strength. Well, I guess you're actually making your way in. You can help Ezra because Ezra's actually back here kind of on top of Aerith. So you could try and help Ezra without having to go through the vines. So go ahead and make a strength check.
Strength check.
As you're reaching down to kind of pull Ezra out of this this scenario.
Okay, let's see. Is it even worth it? It is not. No, it does not. It does not. It's a 2. I rolled actually a 0 because it's -2 for my strength.
So reaching down, you try to grab Ezra's legs and pull back, feeling this kind of surge of wanting to help this person who helped you. But as you pull, these vines just seem to tighten more, and you kind of hear this laughter in your head. Too weak. Just let me in. I'll save him.
And then I just try to jump through the vines.
Okay. Make a strength saving throw.
I'm going to use my Cardic Inspiration on this.
Okay.
Come on.
So a 9. I rolled a 9.
Yeah, as you try to jump through, the vines grab you and kind of pull you down on top of Ezra. It's like, oh, what are you doing?
You know, just trying to grow as a person.
Could you grow over there? All right. As somehow you are standing kind of right in this spot too, Aerith, but you're dodging these vines and kind of blocking them away. And you do see now your 2 allies, stacked on top of each other underneath these vines. What would you like to do?
He's getting away. What are you guys doing playing on the floor? I'm going to try to go after this druid here.
Okay. So since you're moving through, I do need another strength saving throw.
Oh, well.
Perhaps the barricade is our own adventurers' bodies.
Oh, jeez.
Guess I'm going to use a Cardic Inspiration here.
Oh my god!
It's going very well.
That's a 15.
15 is just enough. So one kind of grabs your hand, and as you turns you around to kind of pull you back, you bring your rapier around and just slice it. It lets you go, and you're able to dart into this hallway. Looking around quickly, you first look to your left and see another spiral staircase headed down. And then looking to your right, you see the druid back turned running away from you.
Oh, okay. All right. Man, I'm getting dizzy with all these spiral staircases here. All right, so I'm gonna shoot off. Yeah, I'm gonna sort of drop my rapier and go for my hand crossbow and shoot a bolt.
Okay, go and roll the hit.
Okay, that's gonna be a 12 hit.
A 12 to hit. Unfortunately, that misses. So you fire off, and again, your aim is fairly true, but it pierces right into this wooden armor, and it looks like the druid just doesn't even feel it.
Okay, and he's running away.
Yeah. Anything else you want to do?
Yeah, I'm gonna duck back over here. Like,
Okay.
Come on, guys, he's getting away.
All right. With that, it is over to the druids. So turning around, the door's probably still open, Aerith, that you left there. Or did you close it? I guess it's a better question to ask.
I mean, I didn't close it, but I just ducked out of sight. Yeah.
Okay. Well, you duck out of sight, and as you do so, let me just check something really quick on this spell. Yeah. As you do so, suddenly a fog begins to fill the hallway in front of you and start to kind of just gently make its way into the room you're in. As it does so, the plants that Ezra and Newton were held under suddenly dissipate. You two are free. But there is now this fog emanating, and looking out, you kind of poke your head back down into the hallway. You cannot see through this fog at all, really, right now, Aerith. And with that, we are back to the top to Stiki.
Is Stiki also noticing this?
I think you missed me.
Oh, you're right. I'm so sorry. To Havok.
Sorry.
No, you're good.
So Havok kind of stands up from kind of that like one from her one knee. She's just mutters to herself, "This is poison. These people are poison. They must die." And she's gonna start marching. I mean, she can't really see too well, so she may run into shit, but she's gonna try and make her way towards where she saw the druid exit.
Okay. I mean, it's easy enough for you. So the room itself isn't filled as much with fog. It's more the hallway. It's kind of coming into the room a bit, but it's more the hallway. As you head into the hallway, looking down, you don't see. There's also a pathway to your left, but
I look at Aerith and say, "Which way?"
Went down the hallway.
Okay, and I'll use my action to then go 30 more feet.
Okay. You go 30 more feet, and as you do, you do push your way out of the smoke just in time to see. Did that reveal? Can you see the rest of the hallway there? Yeah.
Yes. I'd be right at the end of the hall for 30.
Yes, and you can also see down this hallway as well. All right. And looking inside this room, you actually do see two other large figures, and a third, actually.
I do?
You do. In just a moment.
Sorry, I got hasty. Oh, geez. Okay.
The door is open. You see the druid that you were chasing has kind of tucked in behind one of them. But as you turn the corner there, this is what you see.
Ah!
All right. And with that, we are over to... Actually, with that, let's go ahead and take a little break.
Okay.
And then we will dive back in to see what happens here as Havok turned the corner.
Oh, hello. Please, no, don't get up. Pleased to meet you. My name is Newton. Newton Fright. When it comes to most things, truthfully, I'd rather not, if given the option. No, not that I have a problem or anything. It's just things tend to go awry when I get involved, so I'd rather not. Understand? Ha! And now you want to know about my past. Which past? No, I mean I have a witch past, as in I was raised by witches. Have I mentioned I like puns?
Yeah, I see you staring, and I know what you're thinking. Like I'm some savage beast. I guess there's some truth to that. I mean, I grew up like most nodes do, in a marauding pack raiding the weak to survive. And I was a handful. I mean, I caused so much trouble, the pack gave me the name Havok. And that was going to be my life. Until I found a new path with the Guardian Light. I still feel all those primal urges the way I did before, but now there are these new desires. The desire to protect. So keep staring if you want. I just may have your back one day. And maybe you'll see me in a new light. A Guardian Light.
Oh, golly, I'm so sorry. I didn't mean to bump into you. Oh, no. Please don't be afraid. I know I look scary. And green. and have tusks. But really, I have a banjo. Want to hear me play? No? Well, you look like a trustworthy person, right? I can trust you? I'm afraid of everything. Figure that. A half-orc the size of an orangutan, terrified of literally everything. Irony is not lost on me. Anyway, have a beautiful day. Know of any flower fields I can take a nap in?
Thanks for the drink, stranger. Where'd I learn how to play like that? My muses rent their abilities for the night. Their price is undivided attention and rivers of ale. Where am I from? I'm from the echoes of Yukon with a broken voice, the wandering melodies of Jack's Polaricide, the breath between Herod McQueen's finishing note and thunderous applause. The pull at your belt from a too heavy money pouch. Mine's not tugging too hard at the moment, but please, ask me more personal, probing questions. Will I come to your party? Yes, I've heard of your carousing. Did I hear right that you woke up drunk with... Oh, it's happened before? Oh, I'm sure the priest didn't mind at all, but let me ask you this. Do you know the name Aerith Gaad? Never heard of him? Good. Well, I will come play for you and your rich friends. It would be your pleasure, I'm sure.
Oh, hello. Aren't you beautiful? I'm Ezra. Bess, lovely to meet you. Please don't touch the hair. It is as luscious as it looks, but we're not that close yet, darling. Oh, you're here for one of my parties. I'm afraid I haven't thrown one in quite some time, actually. I wasn't aware there were still people around that used to go. Well, it's always good to see a friendly face, and such a pretty one at that. Who knows? Maybe another party will be in the near future. Yes, I'll be sure to invite you. Ta-ta now.
And welcome back. So, just before we went to break, our heroes were charging after this druid that was running away from them. As they charged into the room, Havok was able to destroy the druid's staff, which seemingly had some effect on at least some of the blights that were chasing them. However, as Havok pursued the druid down the hallway, she turned to see the druid had ran to some allies. And with that, we are over to Stiki, who is currently holding the other door, hoping to prevent the remaining blights that he heard coming up the hallway from finding them. So Stiki, what are you doing?
Is the hallway completely covered in fog? Like, am I aware?
No, so your side is completely fine. You have no idea what's going on that other side.
Oh, okay. I start yelling, Ezra, Newton, Aerith, Havok. I can hear more. I can hear them. There's more. I'm holding the door.
Get in here.
Okay, and he starts going that way.
Okay. So you charge into the room. Newton kind of just getting up off of Ezra rising to his feet as well as you get inside. The door is still open behind you, Stiki. Do you want to close it as you go in?
Yep.
Okay, you close the door with a slam behind you. All right, and that is there anything else you want to do, Stiki? Still have an action.
I look around the room and I say, "Where's Havok?"
Went that way.
Went after the druid.
He's outside. Should I not close the door?
No, other way.
Oh.
The door we pointed to, Stiki.
Oh yeah, okay. Like walks in a circle, like, okay, got it.
As you do walk in the circle, Stiki, you do notice too that there is a door on your right-hand side in this room. By the way, Mark, if you could scoot back a little bit or point your camera down a bit, you're kind of getting cut off at the chin. We need to see that beautiful facial hair. All right. With that, we are over now to Ezra. Ricky.
Sorry, I got distracted by something else. So Ezra, is going to stand up, shoot Newton a look. And should we follow?
Yes.
Okay, and then he will move 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30 up to kind of Havok.
Okay. Makes his way up there. Anything else Ezra doing on this turn?
I guess he will prepare an action with his... Sorry, I'm not used to playing Aerith.
That's fine.
Or Ezra. He'll pull out his light crossbow and he will prepare an action.
Okay.
To fire if something comes out of the room.
Sounds good. All right. With that, we are over to Newton. And Newton and Stiki and Aerith actually go ahead and make perception checks for me.
Was Newton included? Newton?
Yes, Newton as well.
Okay.
The 11? 12.
19.
19. Stiki, what'd you get?
1.
Stiki, you don't hear none. You start humming to yourself, and that's all you hear.
18, not 19.
Okay. Seth, if you could move a little bit to your right when you get a chance. Yeah, that's good. You hear, Newton, from down the hall towards that other door, the sound of pounding. Like creatures are trying to break inside. And it is your turn. So what would you like to do?
So is the door shut to the room?
The door to your room is shut, and it doesn't sound like they're up against this door. It sounds like they're up against the door into the hallway you guys have gone through.
Is it locked?
This door, it looks like it is locked. Yeah.
Okay. I'm actually gonna move as well. Move forward. And I'm gonna do this. I'm gonna copy Ezra and move as far as I can towards Havok. And
30 right here.
And prepare an action.
Okay. All right. With that, and Aerith, I'm sorry. What did you roll on yours? It was 11.
Wow.
12. I'd say then you hear some of that as well.
Okay.
With that, it's over to you.
All right. I'll be like, Stiki, lock that door, and lock this one on your way out too. And I run through this door.
Okay.
Here. Follow us. 5, 10, 15, 20. Excuse me. Sorry. Excuse me. All right. Yeah. Okay. All right. Havok. And I think it's as far as I can go. So I'm going to use. Yeah, I'll use my action to kind of go off this direction here.
Okay. And as you head down that direction, you do see a door slightly ajar on your left, and you see stairs leading down at the end of the hallway.
Okay. Okay.
I should say too, as you guys were running along this walkway, you did see stained glass to your left-hand side. Even here too, Aerith, you see some stained glass looking into another room. It's tough to make out anything inside, but there is some glass there.
Okay.
And with that, it is over to their turn. So the first druid that is kind of stuck in this corner here is going to look over towards you, Havok, who is standing in the doorway, kind of the only real target they have at this moment. He's just going to walk forward towards you, and is going to, it's going to swing its quarterstaff out in your direction to try and hit you.
Okay.
Minus D4.
This is the one. This is the one that you guys did not see yet. So this guy is unfortunately different, and he rolled a natural 20.
Of course, yeah, that makes sense. That's what happens.
You take 6 points off the bat of bludgeoning damage.
Okay.
Oh no, I'm sorry. 8 points off the bat.
Okay.
As well as another 4. So 12 points total as he just comes right up and just cracks it down over your head.
Okay.
Jesus.
And with that, the druid just tries to shut the door in your face. I'll allow you to use reaction if you'd like to try to like block the door if that's what you would like to do.
Yeah, I would.
Okay. So go ahead and make, let's call this a dex check.
Dex? Okay.
To see if you're fast enough to kind of wedge your way in.
Okay. 10. No, 11.
Oh, you just beat
this
druid. So
wow, the +1 did it.
Yeah, it goes to close it, and at the last second, you just kind of throw your mace in between the door, blocking it from closing, and you use the leverage to push it back open, forcing the druid to kind of stumble backwards with this look of rage upon your face. It's over to you, Havok. What are you doing?
So are they like right in front within melee in front of me?
Yes, this fellow is definitely right next to you, and then there are 2 other creatures behind.
Okay.
I'm so sorry, Havok. I'm so sorry.
I said there's other people.
I only ran his turn. So the other druid, looking in your direction.
I'm gonna go down. I can tell.
Vete da. Okay, and suddenly again, these plants burst in the area. These seem to be a bit weaker than the ones before, but I do need you to make a strength saving throw.
8.
Okay, with that, you get pulled down to the ground by these plants. You are currently restrained. This creature inside that kind of looks similar to the more humanoid, kind of taller stick creatures you had seen, begins making its way towards you. This one is covered more in kind of greenery and vines. And as it gets close to you, it's just going to reach out and try to grapple you as well using one of its vines that kind of grows out of its arm. That is not great, but you're restrained. That's still not great. Okay, somehow, even in your restrained movement, there's just too many plants kind of fighting over you at the moment. This one is unable to grasp you at all. And the last one can't really do anything because everyone's just kind of blocking the way. And so it's just going to stay where it's at and hold its turn. With that, you kind of watch as Havok falls to the ground. Stiki, you hear Havok cry out. What are you doing? You're in the room by yourself. As you hear Stiki.
Oh, you
crash. The door at the end of the hall bursts open.
Nope, he nopes the fuck out. He starts running towards Havok's sound.
You skip me again.
Oh gosh, Havok, go ahead.
Does restrain stop a ranged spell attack? Like, do I get disadvantage on a spell attack?
Let's see about that. Restrained creature. Oh, getting there. Creatures' attack rolls have disadvantage. So I would say, yeah, you'd have disadvantage.
Okay, then I guess I'll roll an attack roll. I'll roll a guiding bolt. Just try and like as these vines are like reaching around, like kind of like pulling me down. I'm just gonna try and get my hand out, do the motions as my eyes glow blue. I'm gonna fire a guiding bolt with disadvantage at the druid that cast the entangle. So the one that I've been beaten up on.
Yeah, he's looking pretty bad.
Holy crap! With disadvantage, that is an 18.
Tough freaking hits. Roll damage.
Okay, that is.
Isn't it 46?
46.
Okay.
So that's gonna be 4, 4, 2, 1. So that's 8, 10, 11 points of radiant damage.
How do you want to do this?
So yeah, just like as these like vines are like kind of starting to like pull Havok down, she just lifts up with as much strength as she can, does the motions. Again, her hair and her fur on her head just kind of stands up on end, as you guys kind of saw it once before. Her eyes go blue, and just this blue like streak, this missile just fires out of her hand straight into that druid in the corner and just knocks them back.
Okay, yeah. This druid flies back against the wall and just slumps to the ground, unmoving. And with that, the vines that were holding you in place dissipate and are gone. All right. With that, is there anything else you want to do, Havok?
I'm just gonna raise up and just stare them down.
Okay. Go and make an intimidation check.
Okay. I'm not very charismatic.
Just for flavors.
13.
13. Okay. It looks like the kind of plant creatures don't seem to take much heed to it, but the druid on the side is kind of giving you an odd look, kind of hesitant at that. With that, it is over to Stiki now.
Stiki says, "I'm coming, Havok," and he starts running.
So you make your way there. Do you close the door behind you, or are you just running through?
I close it. Yup.
Okay. You close it. You can't.
Can I lock it?
You do not see a way to lock it on the outside, unfortunately.
Okay. He goes, I don't. Okay. And then he just keeps going.
Okay. So with your movement, I believe you can be 20, 25. You can be right where Newton is.
Cool.
All right. And with that, is there anything else you want to do, Stiki? Any action or anything?
Nope. I'm good.
Okay. With that, is over to Ezra's. Stiki charges up behind, the door slamming shut. And you guys can vaguely hear the sounds of smashing going on in the distance.
So Ezra, with, I don't know which meta magic he has. I don't think he has it written down here. So I hope I'm not gonna. Oh wait, no, this is all of them. I hope these are the right ones that he has. I'm not sure.
No, we'll see.
So Ezra is going to move towards Havok, and around the corner so he can see into the room.
Yeah.
And then he's going to cast another firebolt at that guy in front of him, and then he's going to quicken spell and do another one.
Okay, so at the first vine creature.
Yeah.
All right.
First attack is a 16, and the second one is lower, so that's not gonna much lower.
How low?
Like an 8.
Yeah, it doesn't hit, but the first one definitely does. Go and roll damage.
That is 4 points of fire damage.
Okay, and roll 1d4 for me.
Come on. 3.
Okay. As this firebolt hits into the creature, the other one soars over the side of it, hitting into the wall behind. But the fire does begin to spread around this creature's shoulder. Okay.
And that is Ezra's turn.
All right. With that, as these two firebolts kind of light up the hallway, Newton, and the fog at this point has dissipated as well, you realize there's a chance for you to get in there and attack. What are you doing?
I move. I move into the doorway.
Okay. You make your way up into the doorway, kind of pushing up against Havok.
And the first, so like, is the druid the closest thing?
Yeah, you do see. I'm sorry, let me get rid of this guy. This druid right here is the closest, right in the inside.
Okay, my black eye is gaze upon him,
Okay.
and Hex falls over him.
All right.
I'm like at this point, Newton is moving like a machine.
Okay.
So I have to re-roll that die, but the first two, so I hit 23 to hit.
23 to hit. Yeah, that definitely hits. Roll damage.
It's just 4 damage.
Okay. You fire this Eldritch Blast. Is that with your Hex damage as well?
Yeah, unfortunately.
Oh, okay. But you fire your Eldritch Blast, kind of this dark energy, into its shoulder, and it pushes up against the walls. It flies back a little bit, and just glares down at you. Anything else you want to do, Newton?
I'm gonna tactically step back behind Havok.
Behind Havok. Okay. All right. You step back behind Havok, and with that, it is over to Aerith.
All right. Have I sensed that my bane has gone? Did that?
Yeah,
Which-
that last
which
one. That last one dying is
Okay.
has the end of it.
Gotcha. Can I see one of these creatures?
I'd say looking through right now, because you have Ezra, you have Havok, you have Newton kind of all crowding that doorway. It's tough. You'd probably be firing something at disadvantage.
Okay. Then I'm gonna sort of peek into this doorway that's right next to me.
Okay. You make your way up and start to push it open, and sure enough, it is indeed open. As you look inside, go and make a quick perception check for me.
23.
Okay. Looking around, you see that this looks to be the fermentation vats of the winery. You see these large casks in the center. There's a walkway all around and stairs leading down to the lower level. You can smell this kind of fruity scent emanating from here, but also all around you see these plants that have kind of grown in place. They don't look like they're decorative or anything. They look like they're recent additions.
And to the left of me here, is that a window?
To where? Oh, that's a window.
Okay.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
As you glance out that way, you see a little outhouse.
Oh, I really I'm gonna use my bonus.
You watch as a needle blight exits.
Oh, never mind. I don't need to go that bad.
Turns to another and goes.
A little piece of parchment attached to his little needle foot. So stupid.
Give it a minute. Give it a minute.
Woo!
I'm gonna check out this stairwell.
Okay, at the south end.
Yeah.
Okay. You start to head down that stairwell. Let's see, that's 4, 10, 15, 20, 25. So with that, you would just get to the bottom of the stairs, which is right over here. I just went ahead and revealed it for you. Down below.
Oh, that's okay. Gotcha. Does it look like the stairwell keeps going farther down, or is it at the bottom?
It does. It looks like it keeps going down.
Oh my gosh, how big is this place? And I'll go, shit. And then that's all I got.
Okay. With that, we are over to the creatures. So this druid, kind of seeing everything that's going on in the doorway here, is going to back up, as instead this vine blight moves forward and take its place. And as it does so, it points out in your direction, Havok, and suddenly these grasping roots and vines sprout out in this 15-foot radius. Oh, I'm sorry, it's not going to go out. It's going to go right up next to you, rather. As these vines do shoot out towards you and Ezra and Newton, I need you three to go ahead and make strength saving throws.
I gotta be strength, bro.
That's terrible. Havok got an 8. Ezra got a 4.
I got a 9.
A 9. Okay, so as these vines start sprouting up out of the ground, each of you tries to struggle away, but slowly get pulled down. Havok, you fall first onto your stomach. Then Newton kind of falls onto you, and then Ezra stacks right on top.
Mm-hmm.
Ezra's like, what the fuck? How did this happen again? And with that, the druid is going to go ahead and look in your direction at the three of you. And yes, I think so. Looking in your direction, it says, Durach. And as it says that and points its finger out towards your direction, you watch as this large whip of thorns appears in his hands. And this druid, now that you're a little bit closer to it, looks to be a drow elf. But it is going to go ahead and reach out and try to attack you. And that is at advantage. It's going at Ezra because Ezra is just the easiest target at this moment. That is not very good. That is a 13 to hit.
That does not hit Ezra.
Okay, so as this thorn whip cracks out in Ezra's direction, somehow it just slashes up against one of the vines. The vine actually pulls back away, unable to do anything. With that, this vine blight that cast the spell is also going to, well, I guess it's going to stay there actually, as the other one moves forward, looking out in your direction. It's also going to, you watch as it reaches a hand out to you, and these vines continue to emerge from it, coursing out towards Ezra's direction again, just because Ezra's currently the easiest target. That is also, those are terrible rolls at advantage. That's an 11.
Nope.
Yeah, so as these vines try to make their way around, it's a kind of a similar thing that happened before, where there's just too many vines already wrapped around you three to even have any impact. So that is going to be their turn. And as that happens, Havok, you feel your allies kind of resting someone on top of you. Not really as sandwich-like as I described it, kind of just around you. But what would you like to do?
I am going to clutch my holy symbol, my little otter paw, and I'm going to mutter my command word, which is back off, and cast Word of Radiance. So just this like little burst of like blue protective force energy bursts out. That Vine Blight needs to make a dexterity saving throw. Sorry, Constitution saving throw.
Okay.
14.
Okay, that just fails.
That is going to be 4 points of radiant damage.
4 points of radiant damage. This is on the one that is right in front of you. Yes?
Yeah, only within 5 feet. So just the one that's right in front of me.
Gotcha. Okay, so this blast, and also go ahead and roll a d6 for Ezra's fire damage from the last round.
Okay. Another 4.
Okay, the fire begins to spread, and this thing is looking pretty hurt at this point. Anything else you want to do, Havok?
Can I try and stand up, or is that an action?
That'd be your action.
Okay, then I'll just stay down on the ground, and I'll just keep trying to like kill this thing so that goes away.
Okay. As Havok is struggling on the ground, Stiki, you see all of your friends piled up behind you, or in front of you rather. What are you doing?
Stiki walks up to them, but he's still far enough away so that he doesn't get tangled up in the mess. And he stands over everybody and he says, "Wow, well, I feel a little left out."
Okay.
And he is there like there's no way I can get around them, right?
You can kind of peek your way through. So because they were in the area, this is a kind of different attack than the one the Druids sent. You won't have to make a strength saving throw. It's just difficult terrain for you to get through.
Okay.
So you can walk through there.
Okay, I'm gonna try.
Okay. With your movement, that is easy enough to do. You're able to kind of push your way into the room right alongside these three.
Oh, hi. How's it going, everybody? Yeah. Okay.
Are you gonna?
Do I
you still have an action? Would you like to do anything?
Yup. Stiki. He he puts his arms up slowly. He's like, okay. that's what he does. He just kind of stands there. He's like, oh no.
Okay. With that, we are over to Ezra.
Okay. Ezra is going to be tired of being pulled and stuffed together by these vines, and he's going to bonus action cast a 2nd level Misty Step.
Okay.
And Misty Step out of these vines across the room to the Druid.
Okay. So that is flanking.
And gonna I believe Ezra has two weapon fighting. No, I believe Ezra has 2 weapon fighting, so I think he gets 2 attacks. One with his dagger and one with his short sword.
Yeah.
And so he's going to do that. Oh my god, both terrible. Both are 10s, but I guess I'll use Ezra's Cardic Inspiration because he hasn't used his yet. To see on the short sword attack to see if I can get something better. All right, shuffle. I didn't pull his because I didn't think about it. I apologize. All right, and what again? A 6. So that's going to be a 16 to hit.
That hits.
Okay.
Roll damage.
All right.
That's 3 + 2 damage. So that's going to be 5 slashing damage.
Okay, as you slice into this druid, it's looking pretty bloody. It's not looking so great. Is there anything else Ezra would like to do?
Just stare at this thing and just be like,
Okay. And that what you did the dagger at advantage as well?
Oh, advantage. I didn't roll those. Those are both at disadvantage. Sorry, those are both single.
Yeah, no, you got advantage. So
Shit.
Okay, we'll say that that's the first strike, and we'll do this second one.
So the second one would have been a 7. So with advantage, 7. Oh no, sorry, 13 plus 5, 18.
Oh, that
for the second
definitely hits.
attack.
Yeah, roll damage. So it
sorry.
kind of slices down the sword and then kind of flips the blade up in the air with the flourish, grabs it, and just kind of stabs it into the side of this druid.
That's gonna be 4 plus 2, 6 points of piercing damage with the dagger.
Okay, how does Ezra want to do this?
So yeah, the kind of like getting crushed by these vines and being like too close for comfort for Ezra. Just across the room, this like mist appears, short sword and dagger, and just like dagger into the neck, short sword into the side, and like kind of like pulls one way and the other.
Yeah, and with that, the sickening crash, this druid's body hits the floor. And as it does so, you watch as these two creatures in the room fall to the ground, a tangle of vines. All right. With that, we are out of initiative, everybody.
Wow.
But everyone make a perception check.
No.
22.
12.
14 for Havok. Am I rolling for Ezra or are you rolling for Ezra?
I'll roll for Ezra.
Okay.
Havok, as you kind of take in this victory for a moment, you hear another smash, sound of a door breaking.
Great. Awesome.
What are you guys doing? And as you wait there for a moment, suddenly you hear a pounding on the door at the end of the hallway that you guys just came out of. What are you doing?
Well, I come back up the stairs.
Okay.
And I say, it's another whole level down here. And we don't know if there's more druids, but we should keep going.
Didn't they say there was 3?
Well, I mean,
the staff. Destroy the staff.
Moving. We did. We just.
I did that.
Well, you see this other druid who's also holding the staff.
Oh, there's 2 druids holding. Oh, their staff. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
You note, looking now at these 2 bodies on the ground, you see that there are very similar staffs that these 2 are holding as well.
Okay.
Okay.
I guess I'll pick up the staff and I'll try and break it again.
Okay. You feel this similar piercing in your hands, Havok. You kind of shake it off as you almost feel yourself starting to slip back into whatever that was before. But you don't.
Someone help me.
I'll help you.
All right. Strength check at advantage.
A dirty 20.
Yeah. With Aerith's help, he kind of comes up and puts his foot on top of it, and you just rip it up. And with another shattering scream, you see blood pooling from the edge of this staff. And you hear the faint sound of booms on that door in the hallway. Still coming, but a little bit weaker.
Think you got one in you?
Yeah.
You think you can break this one?
The door bursts open. Looking down the hallway, you see more of these tiny twig blights now crawling up along the wall, almost like little spiders crawling their way towards you guys. What are you doing?
Come on.
Noping the fuck out and going, running. I'm running.
Okay, then I grab it and I try to break it.
Okay, you grab the staff. You feel this kind of piercing in your hands as well. And you go to break it. Go ahead and roll a strength check. Is someone helping Aerith?
I mean, I'll since I'm right there, I guess I'll help.
Okay.
All right, that's gonna be a 12.
Yeah. A 12. You try to smash it with Havok's help, but this one seems a bit sturdier. It's not breaking. What are you doing?
God damn it. Stiki runs back and he tries to help.
Okay. Stiki rushes forward and grabs the staff. What are you doing?
I'm trying to break it. Trying to break it.
How?
Oh, like that. Oh no, I put it on the like how he tried to break it earlier. He puts it against the wall and the floor, and he tries stomping on it.
Okay, roll a strength check at advantage with these two kind of helping you and just the pressure of the situation.
Ooh. 21.
21. Okay, with that, you snap it in half. And sure enough, another scream fills the halls, kind of piercing your ears for a moment. As it happens, you see those of you in the hall, some of these creatures fall dead to the ground.
There's still some coming at us, though? Oh, no.
There's silence for the moment. I mean, there's just silence.
Okay.
We won.
We should go. We should go. Just.
Is that it?
Well, there was at least 2 druids. I think they said there was at least 3.
Let's go fuck that other one up then.
Okay. But quietly though, quietly.
Where are you guys headed?
Downstairs?
I saw that inside there was this where the wine is made. There were some weird plants in there. One of the druids might be protecting it. Here, follow me.
Let's go. As I kind of walk out, I kind of like stumble as like all of a sudden like the realization that like I'm super freaking woozy after getting cracked by that staff.
Yeah. For a moment, your eyes kind of go dark. You're worried that you're about to pass out. Then suddenly there's like a flash of blue light. You just kind of blink it off and look around for a moment. You still feel not great, but
yeah.
Stiki helps Havok walk.
Okay. So you guys are heading into the fermentation vats area.
Yeah.
Okay. As you guys head inside, you see this large room again with these fermentation vats. You smell the sweet smell of wine that has been in here for a while. As you first go in, go ahead and make a perception check, everyone.
I knew this adventure would be fermented in my memory.
18.
I'm supposed to be good at perception. I'm rolling so bad. 8.
Critical failure for me.
Newton, you're just like, oh, look at all this wine. maybe the druids drank it all, huh, guys?
I'm just trying to think of more fermentation.
How can I monetize this?
Guys, we can probably get one of these out of here.
We could probably have like wine muffins.
Wait, did someone say wine muffins?
Stiki, what'd you get on your perception?
14.
Okay. Aerith, as you start to make your way inside, you do hear the sound of just something. It's small, it's faint, but it sounds like a lot. And it sounds like it's coming from outside. And that whatever it is, it's getting closer.
I don't think we finished them off. I think there's still more of those things out there. We better hurry.
Oh, son of a... No.
Follow me, and I'm gonna go down here and look down this this stairway.
Okay. Looking down, you see there are a lot more barrels around in this area. I'd also say that with your perception roll as you were walking down, you noticed some empty vials on the ground, kind of closer to the fermentation vats themselves with this little green liquid inside of it. But looking down now to the first floor there, you don't really see anything out of the ordinary. You see more plants all around that don't look like they were there from a while ago. You see 2 doors at the bottom of the stairs, one to the left and one to the right.
I think we should either look for the druid or look for a way to to escape and regroup. So if we don't find them fast, we should just run. Yeah.
There's wine in here. Did you see the wine?
Wow.
I'll push past Newton and I'll kind of push away from Stiki, who's been helping me kind of like walk in here and kind of like start walking up and down the aisles looking for this druid.
Newton's actually on the vat. Like he is.
You're on top of the vat?
Yeah, he's like, this is good wine.
Yeah. They're still out there somewhere. So let's go. Let's keep moving.
What?
There's way too many of them.
Oh.
There's more out there. Come on.
And he jumps down and refocuses, and his ADD is in check.
Okay, so you go down to the first level as well with Aerith.
Yeah.
Okay, go ahead and move yourself, guys, as you see fit.
So there's like an upper level and then there's like a lower level.
Yeah, exactly.
Gotcha. Okay, I'll go down as well.
Okay, and Ezra's moving along with you.
Yeah.
You guys make your way down. All right. Looking down around in this area, again, you see these vats, and they're all kind of like on these wooden barrels. There are little spots that are just glass, so you can look in and kind of see the wine. And even around down here at the bottom, you do spot more of these kind of odd vials on the ground amidst these vines and tangling roots that are all near you. It's not difficult terrain for you to walk, but it's just, a bit of a nuisance.
Weird going on here, but I don't know. We can look at it later. I think try to find this druid, and both of these doors are closed to the right and left at the bottom of the stairs.
Yeah. And as you say that, Aerith, you hear a door slam from overhead. And looking out up at the top of the stairwell, you see a tall orc, all green, with red marks across their neck. They rip their cloak to the side, bare-chested, and they hold out a staff. And as they do, they point it towards the windows above you. Durach, and point it down at you. Suddenly, the glass ahead shatters as creatures begin pouring inside. Let's roll initiative, everyone.
Son of a bitch! No! Justin, you evil, evil man.
I don't know what you're talking about. All right.
Orc not.
What's wrong with
I
you?
don't even know what to say.
What is the matter with you?
It's a curse. It's a curse that only brings some people joy.
I'd like to meet that person.
That one person. It has to just be one.
They usually have red noses.
I don't got it. All right. So, who rolled a... Oh, actually, let me switch over to our battle map again.
Boom, bow.
That feels kind of cool to say. I'm not going to lie.
Switch over to our battle map.
Thanks again to Mark Kopitzke for putting this together. It looks amazing.
You're welcome.
All right. And for that, I may have to kill you. But 20 to 25, anyone?
I rolled a 21.
You. Okay. 15 to 19.
17 for Havok.
Okay. 10 to 15. 5 to 10.
I rolled a 9.
9 for Aerith.
Ezra rolled a 5.
Okay. And Stiki, what'd you get?
2.
You got 2? Okay.
We're a little winded.
It is kind of like one of those
Upstairs.
moments where you guys look up and you're just like, oh, come on. But with that, the first person to attack. So as these little twig blights begin falling down around you, you also notice some of the feelings on the ground begin to pull their way up and make their way towards you. You see these little hordes of twig blights, probably about 12 to a group, as they start to make their way towards all of you. But first up, we have Monsieur Newton.
So, is it possible to hex an object?
To hex an object? I don't believe so.
Okay.
I can check really quick for you.
I don't. It doesn't seem like it should be a thing, but I just wanted to ask.
Curse on a creature you can see within range, so no.
Okay. But like I can see the guy's staff, right? Like.
Yeah.
Okay. I'm gonna like try to shoot the guy's staff with my Eldritch Blast.
Okay, so this will be a bit of a higher AC, but that is awesome. Go ahead and roll to hit.
Okay. With a D10. It's gonna be a 16.
A 16. That's so close, but unfortunately, you fire off, and at like the very last second, it kind of sees. You saw this orc with this look of just utter confidence, and as the blast flies closer, it just kind of ducks down behind the railing, looking up with the look of anger directed towards you, Newton. Anything else you want to do?
Kind of like as like a rub it in his face, like not a rub it in his face, like an intimidation tactic. After I've shot the blast, I'll look at him with black eyes, and Hex will target him.
Okay, go and roll an intimidation check.
Intimidation? I've never done this.
Ew.
I don't even know, man. Hold on.
You listen here, Mr. Orc.
Make a joke.
Orc not. Ooh, I'm actually kind of good at this. Ooh, a 22, bro.
22. Okay, yeah. As this blast kind of flew right past its head and it looks down at you, growling, it sees this evil look in your eyes and kind of just does a double take in your direction. You get the sense you did a pretty decent job intimidating it. And that is going to be your turn unless you want to move at all.
Where am I? Actually, I'm gonna move. I'm actually gonna move to the right towards him on the stairwell. So
okay,
here
you can move. Yeah, that's perfect. So you move right up to there, and he's kind of backs up against the wall as you do so, looking a bit intimidated as you just kind of stalk your prey. With that, we are over to Havok.
Havok's gonna look up at this orc. Is gonna hold her head. It's like, look, I got a really bad headache. I am not in the mood for this shit. And eyes glow blue again, hair back up, guiding bolt at the druid.
Okay, Godzilla.
That is going to be a not great 14.
14. That just misses, unfortunately.
Oh!
So this guy, I wanted it to hit.
I rolled good damage too.
Fires out in this orc's direction, and again, it just kind of stumbles back. It's looking a bit skittish at the quick attacks coming at it. Is there anything else you want to do, Havok?
No, just brace myself for getting whopped by these plant people.
Okay, you just kind of turn and like look down. It's tough to even determine. They're all like just little spiders, just kind of crawling around your feet almost. But with that, we are over to Aerith.
Okay, so there's two doors to either side of me at the bottom.
Yes, you see some sliding doors to your left, and you see. Oh, sorry, folks. You also see another set of double doors to your right.
Okay. Find out about that later. And
yeah, I'm going to go and reveal the map to you guys down below since you are all seeing that. So if you'd like, you just have to scroll down to look at the map on the other level, guys.
Ooh.
Got it.
Yeah.
Ooh.
Okay.
But I'm going to mostly run the combat on this upper level one.
Gotcha. Super cool.
I know, man. Roll 20. So cool.
All right. Well, that looks interesting, but I'm going to come back for that. And go back up the stairs.
Okay.
And
as you move past these creatures, they are going to take attacks of opportunity in your direction.
Oh, I thought they're on the upper level. Oh.
No, I'm sorry. So yeah, I don't, because otherwise I'm just scrolling back and forth between these two. So these guys on the bottom here, like where the vats are all lower. They're all on the ground with you guys. So if you'd like to change your decision because of that, feel free.
Oh yeah, because I thought I was like on the lower level under what we're
Yeah,
seeing
so you're
here.
on the lower level. These
Okay.
other little ones, all of those ones by
Oh,
Havok,
so
by you and Ezra, they're all on the ground with you.
Oh, okay. Can I see the orc?
You can, yeah.
Okay, then
Curse him.
I'm going to shoot my light crossbow at him.
Okay, looking around at your situation, you flip around with your light crossbow, point it out at him. Go ahead and roll to hit.
Okay. That's a 19.
What was that? Sorry,
19.
19. It
Sorry.
fires off. No, you're totally good. Piercing the orc in the shoulder as it lets out a howl of anguish. How much damage is that?
It's going to be a 5 plus 2, 7 damage.
Okay, yeah, that was a very precise bolt you fired off. In fact, it kind of went through the shoulder to the neck, and already you can hear just like choking on its own blood. You definitely did some very serious damage on that turn. Anything else you want to do?
No, just look at these these blights around me and try to get ready to get wailed upon.
Okay. With that, you guys are quite lucky because these guys did not roll well. It is over to Ezra, and then it will be Stiki.
All right. Ezra is like over this and wants this to be over. So he is just going to be like, screw this. And he's going to magic missile the druid.
Okay.
Yeah.
So that is each dart hits the creature for 1d4.
So Ezra kind of raises his hand in the air as these 3 darts begin to swirl around it and just kind of sends them off out
1,
towards the orc.
2, and 4. So that's 7 points of damage. Force damage.
Dang, dude. Okay. As they fire into the druid, it's already looking pretty bad just off this opening round. Is there anything else Ezra wants to do?
No.
Okay, that's the end of Ezra's turn.
Stand in our ground and just be like, we're just gonna take you out right here.
Yeah, Ezra kind of screams at some of the twig blights coming towards him. With that, it's over to Stiki.
Oh wow, they did roll bad.
Come on, okay.
Stiki uses his movement to go. Is it upstairs or downstairs? I don't know where I am.
So it looks like you're already upstairs. You're on the 2nd level.
Oh, cool. I'm going where everybody else is.
Okay, you're heading down?
Yeah.
Okay. And where are you? Oh, so you're jumping down. Yeah, so Stiki kind of heroically jumps off the side. Go and roll an acrobatics check for me, Stiki.
God. 9.
9, okay. As you fall, you kind of catch yourself just on the edge of the fermentation vat and roll to the ground, able to pick yourself up well enough, but you take 4 points of bludgeoning damage.
Oh, good. Cool. So I'm assuming the dude that Ezra is fighting is this guy, right?
Yeah, and so these little guys are all little swarms. So there's about 10 to 12 of them kind of crowding around Ezra, trying to make their way up to him.
Oh, they're all little spiders?
Yeah, they're like the small twig blights.
Okay. Stiki bulldozes like a what is that? It's
A linebacker? A bulldozer?
What? Like a bulldozer, like a football player. He goes, "Why?" He like runs straight into the little things and he starts stomping on them and kicking them.
Hell yeah. Go ahead and roll an attack and go and add your strength modifier to this.
23.
Okay, yeah, roll damage. So that's 5 damage, right? So yeah, as you go up and just kind of smash some of them up against the wall, they smash into a bunch of little pieces and you stomp on 2 more. These guys are already looking like you thinned the herd on this group, but more are coming. Is there anything else you want to do?
The more are coming like towards us?
It looks like there are more starting to file over the windows, the stained glass windows that were smashed open and are now, a little waterfall of twig people.
Oh, cool. No, Stiki just prepares to start stomping on them too.
Okay. This is now over to their turn. So this druid is just going to let out this scream of rage and make its way over towards you, Newton. As it does so, you watch as this lightning begins to course around its body. And as it stands next to you, it kind of jumps actually the last 5 feet and lands right next to you. And as it does, this blast of electric energy courses out from it. I need you to make a Constitution saving throw.
Constitution saving throw.
Yes.
Okay. It's going to be. Wait. Oh, okay. It's going to be an 18. An 18.
Okay. So with that, you somehow resist this. You're pushed about 5 feet away from him, but your feet kind of skid against the ground as you're holding this almost lightning energy, kind of like Zuko in The Last Airbender. You're kind of holding it in, like holding your ground, just gritting your teeth against it. And this damage that would have been higher is reduced down to 5 points of thunder damage.
Okay.
As he kind of snarls at you and seeing you just look up with a smile, begins to retreat once again. Kind of holds the staff out and points it in your direction, Newton.
Okay.
And as that happens, as he points over to Newton, these creatures around you shift their focus. This one starts making its way past you, Aerith. You can take an opportunity attack, this little swarm.
Yeah. It's going to be a 14.
A 14, that does hit. Roll damage.
All right. So this would be with my dagger. That's going to be 4 plus 2. That's 6 damage.
Okay, you cut through 2 of them, just swinging your blade through, and it takes out 2 of them. They are still moving their way up towards you, Newton. As they get close, they're going to attack you with their claws. As suddenly this swarm of these creatures charges into you from behind. And does a 9 hit? No. Yeah, no, I know.
Yeah, fleet of foot.
So they charge up to you and they start to try and claw into you, and you kind of notice this at the last second and just kind of swing your feet around, blocking anything against your tough boots. They're unable to really make any damage as you're still just kind of staring down this orc ahead of you. The other swarm is going to go ahead and attack you, Aerith. This is just normal though, because there's no advantage on it now. That is a 21 to hit.
Yeah.
Boy. Deal some good damage. You take 12 points of piercing damage.
Oh my God.
As suddenly they're all just slicing into you, clawing at you kind of all over. You feel these it's like death by 1,000 cuts, really. You're just feeling them swarming all over you. Swat at one on your back and then another one hits you on the neck. It's kind of terrifying, to be honest. With that, the one by you, Havok, is going to go ahead and attack. That's also a 21 to hit.
Hits.
All right, you take 12. I rolled very well on that. 19 points of damage.
Havok goes down.
All right, so as Havok is trying to swing your mace to just keep them at bay, they swarm over you, kind of taking you to the ground. You're surprised at their strength as they claw into you, and you just kind of look up as you see one pierce you right into your neck. You start to choke as you begin to fight to stay alive. With that, the ones over by Ezra and Stiki are going to go ahead and attack you, Stiki, because you kind of came in like a bulldozer, you know? And that is a 13 to hit. Does that hit you?
No.
So they try to swarm at you as well, but you're feeling this real rage, Stiki. Maybe it's this orc that's attacking your friends. Maybe it's just the whole day, but you're not really feeling scared. You feel angry as you fend off these little creatures trying to attack your friends. You hear Havok's cries off in the corner as she falls to the ground. With that, the 2 needle blights up above are going to fire some needles over in your direction, Newton. The first one, silly guy. The first one's only a 13 to hit. The second one is gonna be here shortly. Once I click this friggin' tab. Okay, the second one is a 16 to hit.
So wait, if my AC is 13, does it hit?
Yes, it does.
Okay, so both hit.
Okay, so the first one you take 6 points of piercing damage.
Okay.
And the second one you take 8 points of piercing damage.
So 14 total.
Yes. You still up?
I am up.
Okay. So these needles just kind of pierce into your back. You're looking off at like everything going at you. And as this happens at the end of this turn, you guys watch as more begin to pour down onto the ground. The orc pointing his staff in your direction. All right. With that, we are back up to the top of the initiative. But before we get to that, you hear the sound of fluttering wings. Just vaguely, as suddenly bursting through these windows, you see 4 swarms of ravens making their way inside of the winery. They begin to circle around and start attacking some of these twig blights on the ground. Two of the swarms rather, head over to the swarm by you, Havok, and start attacking it. That hits. You watch as Havok, even just kind of blinking in consciousness, you see this swarm get severely dissipated just by that attack, getting just picked off by these ravens and really just bitten in two. They are not looking very good. There are a couple left, but that is their turn. The other ravens are going to first go after the ones by you, Newton. That hits. The ravens are coming. The ravens are coming.
Great raven.
See if they can claw at its arms. We can drop the staff. That unfortunately misses, though, as he kind of bats them away. They're unable to make any purchase. And with that, we are over to you, Newton.
So, I mean, Newton just fires away at the orc, like directly in front of him, just
okay,
straight up.
As it like bats away one of them, it turns to you and you just bring your hand right up to its face, coursing with dark energy. Go and roll to hit.
Am I close enough to roll at advantage?
I think technically this would actually be disadvantage, so I'm being kind of fair to you right now.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. I'll push your luck, kid.
No.
What's that?
10.
So you bring it right up to his face, and at the last second, he kind of flips the staff up, and it hits you in your arm. Your arm rises in the air, and it just blasts into the ceiling, leaving a hole up above. But luckily, as that hole is caused, more ravens start to pour inside. With that, we are over. Or is there any movement you want to do, Newton?
I mean,
what are you doing?
There's like nowhere to go, right? Like
you would provoke opportunity attacks. So it's your call. Okay. So, no. You kind of hold your ground right there. With that, Havok, this is your first death saving throw. Okay. With that, it is over to Aerith.
Oh my. I've got so many around me right now. I'm gonna drop my dagger and pull out my shield and just look around and sort of do one of these dances here. Hey, get away! And take the dodge action so that I get any attackers have disadvantage.
Exactly.
And that's all I got.
All right, and that is Aerith's turn. With that, we are over to Ezra and then Stiki.
Damn it. Okay. Again, Ezra, from where he's at, does he still have line of sight on the druid?
It's definitely tougher. It's kind of blocked. I would say the druid's going to get a buff to its AC.
Well, if I use magic missiles again,
then it don't matter.
Okay, so Ezra is going to use magic missiles, but he's going to use his last second level spell to do 4d4. And he's also going to use. Oh, I guess I can wait to use the empowered meta magic if I want to.
Okay. Yeah.
So 44. That's a 4. That's a 3. I'm going to re-roll these 2s with the empowered.
Okay.
And that's a 4 and a 4. So that's 12, 15 force damage.
Okay. These magic missiles
on the druid
fire into this druid who kind of crumples back against the wall for a moment, starts to stumble to the ground, and slams the staff into the ground.
Oh, I don't like that. Says Eric.
All right.
Oh yeah, he's an orc. Oh, sorry.
Oh yeah.
Shoot.
With that, it's over to Stiki.
Stiki.
Oh no.
What does that
Stiki
mean?
moves forward to try and get a better line of sight from the druid. Is that possible?
The best way to do it, to get if you're just going for line of sight, would be to make your way up the stairs, but it would provoke opportunity attacks. You could conversely try to go to where Ezra was. He'd get a buff to his AC. So it's kind of your call.
I'm fine with the opportunity attacks. That's fine.
Okay. You start to push your way through these needle blights that are kind of focused on Aerith, but as you make your way through their space, let's see, that's 5, 10, 15, 20. Yeah, you can actually get all the way up to here if you'd like.
Yeah, I do it.
But 2 of them are going to take opportunity attacks. First one is a 19 to hit you.
Yes.
Okay, you take, not that bad, 5 points of piercing damage.
Okay.
In fact, hold on, I may have rolled that wrong. Don't add that up yet. I don't want to.
Okay.
I don't want to TPK unless it's earned.
What?
Oh, I rolled it very right. I mean, I don't want to cheat you guys. I don't want to, add wrongly or anything like that. The second one is the second one is a 13 to hit. Stiki, does that hit you?
No.
Okay, so as you push your way through, one of them reaches out and tries to attack you, and Aerith kind of sticks the shield out at the last second, blocking any of them from getting to you. The other ones do claw at you just a bit, but you're able to push through as you make your way up, and you now see this orc who's now kind of clocked you for the first time and looks over in your direction. Durash.
I cast blindness on him.
Okay. What saving throw is that?
I didn't write it down. Ah.
No worries.
It is a Constitution save.
That fails. So you kind of reach out your hands as you see this weird look of recognition, Stiki. This black necromantic magic courses out of you, and suddenly the creature's eyes go completely dark as it starts to push back against the wall once again, screaming out in rage. Anything else you want to? Actually, I think that's everything, unless you have a bonus action, Stiki.
No.
Okay.
Okay.
With that, it is over to their turn. So first, these blights that are right by you, Newton, are going to go ahead and try and attack you. That is a 15.
Yeah.
That is 9. No, that's not right. 9, 10. That's 13 points of slashing damage, or piercing damage, rather.
That brings me to the ground.
Okay, so as they claw into Newton, he falls to the ground. They kind of hit the back of your knees as you stumble and fall. The orc, not really knowing what's going on, is going to throw off a fog cloud just in some random direction. I'm going to roll a D20 to determine just how accurate this is for where he wants it to be. Okay, not very good. Okay, so you see this fog begin to appear off to the side. Let me just see here. Alt for a circle. Okay. This kind of fog cloud begin to appear right behind you, Stiki, and obscuring the stairs, Aerith. So you can't really see it either. Apparently I can't make it, but that's fine. And that's all you see. With that, the last little ones that are by you, Havok, are going to try and attack you. Actually, no, they're dealing with the ravens right now. These guys aren't really smart.
So I'm down, so they would have. I mean,
yeah, but they're just not. They're just not smart enough to deal with you. Like they're not. These are not intelligent creatures. So they're just trying to attack these ravens who are just flying out of their reach. 2 of those swarms are going to go at you, Aerith, at disadvantage. That helps because the first roll was a 20. Next one is a 3, so that misses. That's another 3. So they kind of claw at you, Aerith, and you're just whirling that shield around. Looking up, you see Newton over your shoulder having fallen to the ground. Havok's already on the ground, kind of reaching out in your direction, looking for help. The last one's going to go ahead and attack Ezra at advantage. That is a 20.
That hits Ezra.
Yes, that is a 20. Okay. Ezra takes 8 points of piercing damage from one of them. The other one, that's only an 11. 2 8s.
11 misses.
Yeah, so it rolls at it, but does not hit. These needle blights up on the top are going to fire some needles off in your direction, Stiki. The first one is not very good. I just rolled 3 8s in a row, guys.
Hey, that's good luck. No, wait.
That's something, I guess. I don't know what, but it's something.
Good luck for us.
Stiki, that is an 11, so that does not hit. That's a 6, so that also does not hit. Okay, and that is their turn as more ravens begin to pile in and start to attack. Some of them swarming on the ones by you, Havok, are able to decimate them with the rest of that round, picking off the remainders. The other group that was by you is going to go ahead and fly over towards this one and attack him. That misses, unfortunately. So they try to swing around, but there are just too many in this particular area, and the vines that they're hiding under make it kind of tough. The ones right by Newton are going to go ahead and make another attack towards these guys. That definitely hits. And Stiki, you watch as with that, these ravens are able to pick off the remainder of these little guys. These last ravens are going to go ahead and attack this druid. That's not good. That is a 7. So unfortunately, the druid's still like in his blindness, just swinging his staff wildly, but able to keep them at bay.
Did they attack with advantage because he's blind?
They did. Yeah.
Okay.
They did.
Oh, that sucks.
Yeah. It was not great. But with that, we are back over to Newton. This is your first death saving throw. Okay. Havok, this is your second death saving throw. Okay. With that, we are over to Aerith.
Okay. Can I see the druid?
You can, yeah. Just looking over your shoulder, you see him swinging the staff wildly, clawing at his eyes.
Okay. Then I'm going to, still have my shield off in this direction, but I'm going to have my hand crossbow in my hand and try to take a shot.
Okay, roll the hit.
The druid. Oh, not good. It's gonna be a 10 to hit.
You fire off, and unfortunately, it just sails over its head, nearly hitting one of the ravens, but just clanking off of the stone wall.
Okay. Right. Then that's all I got.
Okay. With that, we are over to Ezra and then Stiki.
Ezra is just gonna keep holding that same magic missile position and just keep spamming that button and just firing it for sure hits here.
You gotta use a different attack.
No, it's I need for sure hits here. Just 3 magic missiles right at the druid.
Okay.
Come on.
That's gonna be 7 damage.
Okay. You fire these 3 off at it, and it hits it 2 times. Or 3 times rather. It kind of falls back. He is barely up. You see him on his knees, kind of just using whatever will he has left to pull himself back up.
I'm gonna spend 1 more sorcery point. I'm gonna re-roll one of those 2s.
Okay.
I'm gonna see if I can get 4 or 3.
Okay.
That's cocked. It fell off my notebook. Nope, rolled the 2 again. Same.
Okay, so unfortunately, as you try to kind of have this extra impact, it doesn't quite work. With that, unless Ezra wants to move?
Ezra's gonna bonus action. Oh no, can't. That's cast a spell. Can't do it. Never mind.
Okay.
Nope.
Stiki, it's over to you. You see this orc barely holding on in front of you, right by Newton's body. That's currently unconscious on the ground, just trying to hang on to life. What are you doing?
Stiki unsheaths his sword and just in a rampage, screams, holds it over its head, and starts running at the druid.
Okay. Go ahead and roll at advantage for your attack.
Okay. Okay. 15.
Okay. Do you have Cardic Inspiration?
Oh yeah, I do. Oh my god. Okay. Oh,
Let's big money. Crit.
what is that? Oh no!
It's a 4.
That is 19. As you raise the blade up overhead, Stiki, you hear, "Yes, my child." How do you want to do this?
Oh, cool. I just over his skull, just, like straight into his head.
All right. As it kind of like looks up towards you, just bring the blade right down into its skull and twist it for good measure as the body goes limp. The branch stays in its hands as he's holding on. Is there anything else you want to do?
Yeah, I'm going to.
On the arm, or
He's holding the staff, right?
yeah, he's holding, as he fell, he's kind of holding the staff now down in front of you by Newton.
Oh, never mind. Can I pull the blade out with strength?
You just pull the blade out. Yeah.
Rip it out of his head, and then I parry downwards so that I slice his head off.
Okay. You sure enough you slice his head off. Creatures are still moving.
Hand off.
His hand off. Okay, you slice his hand off. Creatures are still moving.
I'm gonna try and break the staff.
I'd say with all that you did there, that's your turn. You charged up, you stabbed him in, you brought it down around.
You're right.
All right, with that, it is over to their turn. So, the ones next to you, Aerith, the first one rolled a 13 to hit you. Second one rolled a natural 1 to hit you.
Does not hit.
Last one rolled a, this one's going after Ezra, actually. That is a natural 20.
Jeez, oh man. Don't let me play any characters. Natural 20s on me all day.
That's 12 points of damage.
Okay.
As well as another 3 points of damage.
Oh, that's enough to put Ezra down.
So with that, Ezra's body gets swarmed over by these twig blights. As Aerith, you see your brother fall down to the ground. These other ones are just dealing with the ravens that are currently overhead, trying to attack them. You see as they are able to swarm onto a couple of ravens, one that tries to fly away as two of them kind of claw into it, stabbing into its neck as it falls to the ground. These needle blights up on the balcony are going to take shots over towards you, Stiki. That was so close to a natural 20, but it's only an 11, and that's a 12. So these needles kind of fly off in your direction, Stiki, and in your rage, you just kind of duck quickly behind the balcony right by Newton's body, who's still unconscious. That is going to be the end of their turn, but more are pouring in through the windows. With that, we are back up to the top. Newton, this is your second death saving throw. All right, Havok, this is your third death saving throw.
Oh, do the Ravens not get to go?
Oh, you're right. All right, the Ravens take out. That's a really good roll here. Sorry, let me roll damage. They fly in and they swoop down to the ones to the left of Ezra that were attacking them, and they decimate a good number of them. One of these groups of ravens. Another one comes down to, or actually, let's say two of them come over towards you, Aerith. The first ones, let's see, that hits. It's pretty good. The first ones do about 9 points of damage as they claw in and take out some of the ones around you. You have about 6 left from that horde. The next group misses. They're not able to find any purchase on them. The last group kind of swarms over by you, Stiki, and just starts going down towards the staff and poking at it. Not able to break through, unfortunately, but it looks like they are trying to destroy it. All right. Now it is over to those turns. I already marked those. So it is over to Aerith.
I still have these 3 or... Oh my gosh. 5, 10, 15, 20, 25,
Can you
30.
shatter the staff?
I'm out of spells.
What are we doing?
I mean... Can't really get out there without dying, so... Stiki, you have to break the staff! And I'm gonna take the dodge action with all these... with my shield and just try to keep these guys off of me.
Okay. With that, it is Ezra's first death saving throw.
Jesus Christ! Oh my god!
Stiki, it is your turn. What are you doing?
I'm gonna try and break the fucking staff.
Okay. Roll a strength check. How are you breaking it, I should say, actually?
So I'm gonna rage. I'm going to I'm on the upper level.
You're right next to the staff. You're literally standing next to it.
Cool. I'm gonna do what I did earlier because it worked. I'm gonna place it against the wall in an angular position and then stomp on it.
Right. As it does, you hear this voice again. Yes, destroy it.
Jesus. Oh, thank God. 22.
Yeah, that's as you place it up against the wall. You raise your boot, and as you hear that voice, you feel just this immense rage inside of you, Stiki. You slam your boot down in between the staff. You hear a sickening crack and a horrible screech as the blood begins to ooze down your leg from this staff. But as you do that, Aerith, looking around, you watch all of these creatures begin to fall down beside you. Every single one drops to the ground, and they are dead.
And I knock them over as they begin to fall, and I run over towards Havok and try to revive her.
Make a medicine check.
Oh man, I suck. 7.
You're trying to staunch the wounds, but these things just do so many cuts. It's tough to find even a spot to do so. And Aerith, make a wisdom saving throw.
That's 4.
Another one. Dead because they spent time with you.
No, it's not going to be true. It's not.
We're out of initiative. What are we doing? Some of you know what you're doing.
I cast guidance on myself.
Okay.
And then I try to make another revive.
Do you have potions? Are there potions? Is that a thing?
If people have them.
Wine! Use the wine!
Stiki, you look down, you see Newton is struggling.
Yeah, I'm gonna try and revive him.
This is a 23 medicine check for Havok.
Havok. You saw this blue light reaching a hand towards you. But all of a sudden it shifted. The blue hand, the blue light was gone. Instead, you see this royal, regal king standing before you. You are too important. And with that, your eyes blink open and you see Aerith over you, staunching your wounds. You kind of see him for a moment, clock him. You're unconscious, but you're stable.
Havok's breathing.
Stiki, make a medicine check.
15.
15. Newton. You just feel yourself starting to slip away until at the last moment, Stiki just kind of hits you in the chest. You're like, and you're back. You're unconscious, but you're back. Ezra is still unconscious on the ground.
I rush over to Ezra.
Okay, make a medicine check.
Guidance. All right, that's gonna be. That's gonna be an 18.
18. As you start to work on the wounds around Ezra, you notice that suddenly his hand reaches up and grabs yours. Please get me some fucking wine.
I got it. Yeah. And I look around on his person to find this flask or like see if they have any wine.
You find Ezra's flask. You kind of help feed it to Ezra, who takes a big swig and then kind of rises up. Havok, with your unconscious, barely unconscious, like filtering in and out, you kind of push yourself up and just kind of lean against the wall. Newton, you do the same. As you guys sit in the silence, you hear ravens cawing as they start to fly back out of the winery. And that's where we're going to end tonight.
Oh, man. All this for some wine. Oh, my gosh.
Hangovers, man. Hangovers.
It better be some good wine. Damn good wine.
Oh, my gosh, guys. Well done. That was a combat-heavy episode.
We didn't.
You lied. You lied. At the beginning of the episode, you were like, "It's going to be exploratory."
Yeah.
There were options to do so. There was a table in the room. There were options.
We still have time to explore.
Next episode will be exploratory amongst all the twigs.
But we did go a little bit late, and so thank you all for staying on a little extra late. About 3 minutes. That's actually not that bad.
Well, we started a little late.
That is true. So thank you, all of my amazing players. You guys are so wonderful. Oh, what a slog. But you made it. You did it. You got out, or at least defeated, the Druids and the Wizards of Wine. Wow. So we will see what happens next time for our adventurers on Ravenloft.
Yeah.
Night, everybody.
Night, everybody. Thank you.